Hey guys, welcome to the stream and happy Goku Day. It is yours truly and happy to see all you here. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome Vanessa, Nightmare, Sakura, Latroy, there's many of you, Drew Tao, Purple Guy, Alpha, thank you so much for also joining. What's up, Johan? Maniacal, I haven't not seen you in a long time, Maniacal. It's so good to see you. Thank you. And we got Ethan. I want the pig making his grand return. We got Ethan. How you doing, Ethan? Thank you so much for showing up. Again, happy Goku Day, guys. I think we do this once every year, so it's really good to see you guys coming in. Again, sorry if my voice isn't up to snuff. I can't like fully do the Goku voice. I'm very sick at the moment, so that's why my voice isn't quite up to par. So I apologize in advance. But I wanted to do the stream, otherwise I would have just stayed in bed all day. So if my voice sounds off, that's the reason. Happy Goku Day, Battle Amore. Thank you for showing up. So I got some good news. I was able to finally get the emulation to work, so I can play some emulated games for you guys. So I figured I'd do that, like do some emulation games. Why you gotta say that there, Mega Plus 67? Oh boy. Sure, go ahead and ask your question there, Nightmare. Why not? Do I make edits? Like, what do you mean by that question, sir? Like, can you go into detail? I'll be a little bit more specific on that. Do I edit my videos? Is that what you're saying, or? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Well, that's a long story. That is a very long story, Nightmare. There's the muffin button. It is locked away in my super secret safe that I keep under wraps. I refuse to acknowledge this. But thank you for the follow. Thank you, Maniacal. Oh, maybe it was something I ate. I don't know. It was probably something I eat. But yeah, hopefully I can get like this. We're gonna talk for a bit. You know, we're gonna have some fun, and then I'll probably play some retro games that I wanted to play. Let me see if I can hit you one up on Goku Day. Oh, happy Goku Day to you too as well, Jacob. Thanks for showing up. I'm glad you like my V2 model. A lot of people like my V2 model, and well, some of them are kind of weird and kind of want to do things to me, which is weird. You should see the emails I get, the Twitch DMs I get, and the stuff I get on Discord. It's very creepy. But other than that, it's been an absolute delight. You gotta get used to it. Alright, Drew, come back soon. Happy Goku Day, Rose Goku Black. I hope you come to Fortnite. I'm trying to access my Discord. Hold on here. I might have to make some. A lot of my stuff are pretty high usage. Okay, let me take out some stuff on Discord. Discord. Hey, Octopus Prime. Happy Goku Day will be. Oh, I hope I said your name right. Dance, D-Dance, happy Goku Day. Thank you for showing up. Goku Dark, another fellow me. Happy Goku Day. It's our day, guys. To all the Gokus. What's up, Bardock? Happy Goku Day. Okay, so try to hit up Sonetic and wish him a happy Goku Day. If he's even up. I suggest we do a zero muffin plan to celebrate. All I have is bananas though. I mean I could rig muffins, guys. If people donate, I could rig up a muffin thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can rig something up real quick. Just give me 1 second here. I need to turn off my muffin pro system and I'll set up a
new subscribers.
Like a muffin thing, like a muffin button system. Oh my lord, Frost, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Happy Goku Day, Kakarot Day, Hanson, the Lion. And then we got Webster showing up. Oh, it's a party, guys. It's a party. Look at you guys showing me love. Appreciate you guys. Let me rig up something. I'm gonna rig up some triggers for this. Just it'll take. We'll do the muffin. We'll call it muffin. We'll do a muffin button trigger. Let's see. Muffin button. Cool down. We'll throw about 10 of them. We'll also. I'll activate the donation, but I gotta get the objects. So go. These. All these have to go. Disable. I have to go to my throwing manager and I have to add some custom stuff. Okay, let's add some custom import Twitch emotes. Yes, import my Twitch emotes. There we go. So now when I go
Oh, Goku, my love, you got a donation. It better not be a woman trying to get into your pants, or I'll cut it off.
Okay, so disable. Alright, so we want muffins specifically, so this is the only one that's going to be enabled, making sure everything else is off. Okay, and then I just have to make a hotkey for this. We'll make the hotkey for this F2, and then we'll also make oh wait, that's the wrong one. Muffin button. Let's test this out. Enable, disable, enable. Okay, so let's test this out real quick. Let's press it. Ow. Okay, seems to be working. Alright, now let's make a muffin button. Let's just ring muffin. Well, that's a muffin button. Let's just do a muffin attack. We'll call it muffin attack. You gotta go, Maniacal. Well, thank you for joining. Muffin attack, and we'll have this be disable everything. Disable. Okay. disable, enable. Alright, I think I got everything for that one, and then we'll also make this like 7 muffins, and hotkey will be 3. Nice. And then I just have to set it up to where everything's good here. So that's good. Everything's set up here. So if people donate, I'll set up a key for it. I just have to get my keyframes up. Give me just 1 second. Alright, so on the second half, let's add my hotkeys. Oh boy. Okay, so let's copy alerts. Copy. Let's put alerts here. Alright. Capture. Let's also put that here. So now I can add my alerts. But keyframes here. Yes, we'll replace it with muffin button. Alright, and then assign. And then one more. We'll put this as muffin tag. Okay, I think I got it set up, guys. Freestyle. Thank you for showing. We got Larry Sherman and Steak Scoff's boyfriend. That's a name. That is such a name. So let's test this out, guys. Let's test out this stuff. So, and then it'll be activated through donations if anyone wants to. So let's turn on my throwing system. Alright. So then if anybody donates like through Super Chat or bits or anything like that, well, bits will still stay the same, but stuff like that. Let's test it. Ow. I just got hit with the muffin button. And then now I got hit with muffins. So looks like it's working. It went well. Okay. So that'll be through a Super Chat or donations thing as well. So that's good. We got that going. So you guys enjoy the new throwing systems. Hi Kefla, how are you? Thank you. Happy Goku Day. I'm kind of sick at the moment, Eddie, but thank you for asking. Let me see if Franz is available. He's probably working though. Like Franz is probably working. I probably shouldn't bother him. Actually, maybe not bother him. Yo, Roby, how's it going? You're playing gacha games. Cool. I think everybody's sleeping. It is 10 o'clock. Maybe everybody's sleeping. Duality, Hound. Yo, happy Goku Day. Thanks for showing up. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. he's up, but I think he's busy. Thank you, Jason. I can't really help you, Poke Guy. I don't know your situation. Oh, Grizzy says he'll join. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty nice of him. Let's go. I'll put us all in King's Speech. This will be easy. There we go. And then they can... Yolanda, happy Goku Day. Hey, little Kiki Howler. How are you doing? Again, I'm very happy you guys came to see me on Goku Day. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys. If you guys are in my Discord and you want to come, like, chill with me, I'm in King's Speech, so if you are in my Discord, guys, come hang out with me. I can use the company. No, I'm actually kind of sick at the moment. So that's why my voice sounds like this. But I still wanted to stream and spend time with you guys, so, you know, just put up with it for this stream, you know. I can't really do much about it. You update your profile, Jacob. That's cool. Let me... Remember, guys, if you want the muffin button to activate, you can do that through Super Chat. The same for the muffin attack button. And then I get attacked with either muffin button or muffins. That's the new throwing system. You're currently at work. Oh, well, I hope you don't get in trouble or anything. As for joining Discord, I'll send you guys a link. Yeah, I'll get you guys a link. There should be one like down below, like that's a working one, but I'll get you guys a link because I know some of you guys don't look at those, so I'll get you a 7-day link one. This is a 7-day one, so it's valid for a little while. There you go. Ow! Who hit me with biddies? You guys hitting me with bits. It was Kiki saying you meeks. So thank you so much. I appreciate you pelting me with bits on Goku Day. Yay! I got hit with bits. Yay! I think you guys like to activate the muffin button throwing system or the muffin attacks. Those are different variations. Kirito, the hedgehog. Hello. Good morning to you, Kiki. My boy Grizzy's here. Hey. Yo.
Hey, there we go.
Yo, Grizzo. Good to see you.
Hey, happy Goku Day.
Happy Goku Day to you too, sir. Angel doesn't get a day though. He's too out there to get his own day. Oh, Franz is calling. Hold on. Let me stay right here. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Yo, Franz, happy Goku Day, buddy. You there, bud?
Hello.
Hello. Happy Goku Day, buddy. Or Piccolo Day too, I think too.
Hey. Day?
Yeah, I can barely hear you, buddy. Are you at work or something?
Yeah, I think it's a terrible thing.
Okay.
I'm in the car.
Okay. Well, I'm streaming like Goku.
Driving.
I'm streaming Goku Day. So when you get home, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. I won't keep you. Since
Yeah,
you're
when I get back, if it's still on, I'll join.
Okay. I'll send you like a Discord invite and everything. Just let me know when you get home.
Alright, will do.
All right, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Alright, take it easy.
Take it easy. Okay, so let me get back to Rizzo. Oh, I hate this thing. Sorry, Franz had hit me up, but he was driving. So we also have Divine David Beast. Yes, it's also Piccolo Day. I concede to that. So, how's your day been, buddy?
It literally just started.
I've been kind of up and stuff. Black Yoshi Day. It'll be Black Yoshi Day. Let me adjust myself. Yes, I'm wishing all of you guys a happy birthday. Happy Goku Day. So yeah, I have a new throwing system, so if you guys want to use that, you feel free to. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's stream. We had fun with crab champions and stuff. When's it? I don't know. Guys, when are you gonna finish up the? Like, people have been asking about that damn comic. I was like, whenever my VAs get it done, I don't control people.
Which comic? The Chaz one?
Yeah, they're asking about it. I was like, oh, it'll get done when it gets done.
I will do it, I believe, sometime tomorrow if I'm not swamped with work. It should be done.
And like I said, don't worry about being accurate. Just, I don't know, be as charismatic as you can. Like I said, kind of like, I guess, lower your Angel Dust voice, and I guess that'll work. You know, he's that. I don't know how to describe his personality, but I've seen it before.
It's just perv.
Pretty
Just
much.
egotistical perv.
Pure perv. Yeah, that and the henchman. Don't forget the henchman voices too, because I think they have some lines in there.
I gotta do my stereotypical. Yeah, you gotta do this voice, you know it.
It works. I mean, it works as a henchman, so I'm not mad at it. You won't hear me complain about it.
No, I'm definitely not. But yeah, everyone in chat,
He'll get it done when he gets it done. Be patient.
it'll be done when it's done. I'm a bit swamped with some other projects here and there. And those kind of do take a little more precedence because I'm actually getting paid for them.
He does this as a favor, guys, so, also, hello there. Thank you, Silent Youth Productions. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, Silent Youth. Thank you for wishing me a happy Goku Day. If you're gonna, you have to verify it yourself, guys. That's how you get in. You just go in and make the verification stages, and you can get in. It's a rule that we do if you want to get into Discord. It's pretty easy. It's not that hard to verify yourself. Kiki San says, "Good morning to you, Grizzy."
Good morning, everyone.
This is.
Go ahead and type in chat so you all know that's me.
Yeah, this is Grizzy. Who has the weirdest name?
So what you're playing for Goku Day?
I'm gonna play some retro games. I finally got my emulation going, so I figured I'd play some retro games. Have some fun on that. But I was talking to them first and stuff. It has been a while, Grizzy. How have you been? Says Kiki Sayan.
Oh, I've been good, Kiki. Just got a full-time job that preoccupies my time, and then on the side, doing a lot of voice-over projects. So I haven't had an opportunity to really hang out with a bridge as of late. But we did recently just play Crab Champions, and here I am for
took his
Goku
mind
Day.
off stuff. You did, huh? My mods will get right on it, Duality. Once everything's been confirmed, they'll set you right up. So don't you worry about that. Again. I could probably speed the process of when they just look at their age and yes, happy me day. That's good too. What is? Oh lord, I can't even navigate to my own system, my own server. So, okay, so so we have to assign you your age group. Okay, so you're above. So you get key to get in. You're also above 19, so you also get that. So you should be good to go there, duality. Runner, you are 13. Jeez, you're as old as my nephew. So you get the 13 and 15. We'll also give you an access to get in. Jacob, let's see. You are 14, so you are also in that teenage era. So there you go, guys. You are now welcome to the Muffin Kingdom, and just please have fun and not cause problems. Follow the rules, and you'll be okay. Big Smoke is here, and good to see us. Good to see us. Like I said, I'm having fun. All right, you guys should all be set because I personally got you in, so I don't do that very often. I use like the monster. Yeah, no, we're gonna play some games and let me play some class. Yeah, I'm actually gonna set some up. Franz, you know, from Dandelion channel probably show up too, so that'll be fun as well. I finally got the this emulator because it was like hectic last time. That a little more. Don't tell me it's doing that again. Let's see, as we cut references, move, do you want to select this shortcut? The item, Q, edit the shortcut referred has been changed or moved. How has it been moved when I didn't authorize it? Oh my god, I hate these things. So now I have to set it up again to get my emulation going. Again.
Oh, darling, you have a new follower.
Thank you, Psychocat.
Is it a woman? I'll need to make sure she won't try anything.
Do me a favor, check your Steam.
Corrupt.
Alrighty. Also, you gifted me something. Did I? How did I? Oh, that was. Oh, somebody pickpocketed. What's this? The risk of rain thing. I love how that's when you spend your money on me. But it's convenient for you.
I've donated money to you before.
What is convenient, you jerk? But yeah, basically that situation was me and my cousin were going to pay rent, and while we were stopping at a diner, and I went to the bathroom. She was like paying the bill, and somebody basically pickpocketed her wallet purse, as I like to call it, while they weren't looking. Very fast too. It wasn't as the way she described it. It was very fast. So yeah. And no, we did not get it back. Kind of just gone. So yeah, I kind of trying to get over that. That's what I'm trying to have fun now. Royal Ronin, thank you. What you doing here? Royalty. You got royalty. Another piece of royalty in the shop. So let me get my emulation up. Let's see. Okay, this is what I need to do. So I need to take this. I need to actually establish. This is why this keeps happening, because I don't. Let me go into my stuff. I'm gonna make a folder. All right. We're gonna go into this folder. We're gonna copy paste it. We're gonna extract it. The files here. So there's no rule, and then what did I do last time? I set the queue up. I believe I have to reestablish everything there. So download, install. Apparently there's an update. So let me update. that happen. 'Cause now there's more stuff. Alright, that seems to have been taken care of. These plugins, all that stuff. Okay, now then. I can go into my retro games, post them all there. Yes, post all my games. Yes. Now let me mess with the bios. Let me get my bios. It's such a tedious thing, but it's like, what can you do, you know? It's not taking long. It's just, I've done it like 15 times, so it's like, I know what to do now. Alright, there's my BIOS. BIOS are now set up. Set up my controller. Emulation, make sure that's good. Check all my stuff. Borderless. Widescreen. Aspect ratio. Filtering, smoothing. Native speed 1080p. 16. My graphics card. What else? I know I'm missing something. That part's done. I almost want to play Mortal Kombat, but it's like, maybe the time. If I didn't do YouTube,
No, I was gonna say, by the way, Bridge, I found for that game I just get the Ubers to bring to. There's actually some Dragon Ball mods for it.
oh nice.
So if you're really into Crab Champions, you can essentially just play as Goku in this game.
If I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd probably be a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see you doing that.
No, I've already done it, just back injury, and I broke my hip bone. So that kind of stopped. And, my friend Franz is a wrestler, so he's really good. But except he's taller than me, so he has the wrestler body. I'd be like in freaking Rey Mysterio's class, even though I technically a heavyweight, but then I can go on that. But yeah, probably a wrestler or voice actor. Definitely wanted to do movies. That was also like a passion of mine to do movies and stuff. Let's see. Hello, Yukine. Hello, Potato. So let me see if I can get this going out well. Okay, I got a lot of games, but classic Budokai 1, 2, or 3. Something huge Budokai. Let's go Budokai 3.
Why don't you just play Tenkaichi 4?
I hate the Tenkaichi series though. That's why I never vibe with it. Except for Tenkaichi 3. That gets a pass. I actually like Tenkaichi 3 a lot.
Well, if you like Tenkaichi 3, why don't you just download the Tenkaichi 4 mod?
Don't feel like it. I'm very lazy today.
Alright, fair.
I'd rather just play the games I have on file.
Okay, but out of the Budokai series, which is the best Budokai in your opinion?
3.
Okay, I can agree with that.
3. I'm not saying it's perfect. I mean, like, I love Budokai 1 because I actually like its original style. Budokai 2 was, I think, is very underrated, personally. And I think there are some stuff in Budokai 2 that should have translated over into Budokai 3. But I think Budokai 3 overall still had like the best, kind of like what's the culmination of the entire game. Like, plus, like I said, Budokai 2 and Budokai 3, and obviously Budokai has some of the best OTSs you'll ever hear, ever.
I prefer the single player in Budokai 2 personally.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I like the experimentation that they did there. I didn't like it as a kid. I'm just gonna keep it real. I never liked it as a kid, but as I got older, I grew to appreciate it a lot more. So yeah. So like, if people like Budokai, I actually don't even blame them. Like, I'm kind of in that. I didn't appreciate it as a kid, but oh, Estrella. Okay. Hey, what's going on there? Okay, so I mean, like I said, we could try Budokai. I'm gonna try Budokai through. Maybe we'll go backwards. You know, I also have Soul Calibur. I have Sonic Heroes. I have Pac-Man World 2. I got I love Mortal Kombat Deception. If you ever played Mortal Kombat Deception? It's one of my personal favorites in the Mortal Kombat series. Conquest is so underrated. I got Bloody Roar, Castlevania, Left 4 Dead, Final Fantasy 7, obviously Def Jam with Life in New York is one of my all-time favorite like games. So good. Chosen Gamer, hello. Rodriguez Dobson. So I got Ultimate Spider-Man too. Ultimate Spider-Man is one of my favorite Spider-Man games too.
Ultimate Spider-Man, pretty cool.
Yeah, I got the limited edition. So yeah, but since this is Goku Day, I also got Tamba. This is an old like game that I played back in the day. I got Tekken 3. So let's play this. Let's do some classics. Okay, so. I wish there was an Ultimate Spider-Man 2. I mean, I know there were plans for it, but they never could get it off the ground, which I don't understand that, because Ultimate Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 2 came out relatively around the same era. That's why the mechanics are similar.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe the new Spider-Man from Insomniac is going to be the long-awaited Ultimate Spider-Man 2.
Doubtful.
I mean, we're potentially getting the black suit for Peter, and maybe a possible playable Venom again, so who knows?
Venom was such a true play.
God.
No, Dragon Ball will be the only thing we'll play. We'll play some other games that I have on file. Well, let's do Budokai 3. Let me see if this works. So, we gotta... Let me... how did I do this again? I think I just click on it.
Who would win in a martial arts fight, Liu Kang or Goku? No transformations.
No transformations, it would still be Goku.
I mean, the guy has instant transmission and Kamehameha. It beats any fireball or fucking,
Well, it's not that,
bicycle
like,
kick.
that, well, he's still, yeah, not even that, it's more so Goku is basically Son 1, is basically the incarnation of Son 1 Goku, who just copies abilities. He'd be able to copy Liu Kang's abilities. Alright, in Transform State, Dragon versus a Monkey. I'm actually getting this Liu Kang for his Dragon State, but, still. Good fight, though. Like, it wouldn't be like a squash or anything, but...
I mean, would you give like Thunder God Liu? Okay, who would win a fight, Thunder God Liu Kang or potentially True UI Goku?
True UI Goku. Their universe scales way above Mortal Kombat. I love Thunder God Liu Kang. Don't be wrong, but no, it's not even close.
Would you give to Liu Kang if he had Chronica's powers?
Nope. Nope. I still wouldn't do it to him.
Yeah,
Again, like, Honika's powers is nothing new to Dragon Ball. We have the Springtime Time, we have Hit, like, her powers are nothing unique. Okay, almost got it up, guys, so one sec.
For Budokai Tenkaichi 4, do you think they might like add some Dragon Ball Heroes characters out of the roster?
I hope
This is
so.
kind of mainline. I really want to see like the same Fort Broly. I want to see Boo. I want to see Mira.
As I said, Budokai 3 foreshadowed Broly versus Gogeta. And it pretty much ends the same way. The only difference is they save Broly. This Broly doesn't get saved, and he doesn't deserve to get saved, but it's like, yeah. There we go. As I said, my favorite intro into any Dragon Ball game. Screen share with you so you can see it.
Oh.
God, I love this OCS so much. Guys, please don't like at me, because I usually didn't ignore people. that I don't know yet or haven't established a connection with yet. Just letting people know.
Yeah, it took me a while, guys.
No, it did not. We met through a mutual friend.
Yeah, that's fair. But you didn't talk to me much until like we got to know each other.
Well, I didn't know you.
Exactly. Like,
I
it took
didn't
me
hate
a
you.
while.
I didn't know you. Like I said,
But I knew you first.
like I can out talk to people. Don't get me wrong, I'm friendly, but I'm like I keep. Like I said, I gotta. The reason why I don't get into much trouble because I avoid. Who would win, DBS, Broly, or Xenoverse? Goku, Xenoverse Goku would destroy fucking
fuck,
Beerus in
Xeno Goku.
not even. It's not even a competition. He would destroy Zeno. He would destroy anybody in that verse. Like, no, he built differently. The
Like,
Xenoverse character.
Goku is literally the pinnacle of his universe.
Yeah, like, and he's not even the strongest. Like, Xenoverse Beerus, like, Timebreaker Bardock, they scale higher than him. So it's like, you know, again, guys, just Demigra alone was going to destroy the entire Dragon Ball Z timeline. So, and that Goku scales way above him. So just anybody who scales above Demigra, who can destroy the entire timeline, is much stronger. So, I'm gonna let you guys have the opening one more time because I'm still setting things up. So 1 second here. So enjoy. You're getting the full Japanese one because this is the collector's edition. So hopefully I don't get hit. Have I watched Dragon Tail? It's on my channel. It's on the Wolfku channel, Wolfku the YouTuber channel, and yes, I enjoyed it.
Royal Ronin says, no, I meant Xeno Goku, like from Dragon Ball Heroes. He would still clap.
He'd still clap. That's my entire point. He claps. He claps. Remember that version? I believe wasn't like Demigra gonna like destroy like even the real life version, like what we're at right now, like the writers and stuff, and we're beating all that, and he's still Capsule Corp versus Limit Capsule Corp Goku. Capsule Corp Goku. He scales relatively similar to Zeno, so yeah.
Do you think it'd be a close fight between Capsule Corp, Goku, and Xeno Goku?
Oh, definitely. I'm still giving to Zeno, but Capsule Goku is stupidly strong. Like, ridiculously strong.
Yeah, what was that? There was this weird like 4D ride that I remember. They had like this fan fusion for Goku and like the audience. What the hell was it?
I remember.
I need to look this up now. Goku fuses with audience. Apparently that's like the strongest version or the strongest fusion, but it's not even canon. But I think it's called Yuku. I think it's Yuku.
Yeah.
You can continue
It's literally
from the
just Goku
previously saved
fusing with the
game.
audience,
Oh,
watching
great.
the show.
Oh, of course they didn't.
Let's start a new game.
I don't want to.
Data will be overwritten, okay? You can continue
No.
from the previously
I want my old format. Fine.
Let's start a new game.
Fine.
Previous game data will be overwritten, okay?
This is bull because I oh wait, I don't have to do that. I can just like move myself over. Hold on 1 sec. I don't have to do all that. Let me shut that down. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
I
Here
could
it
just
is.
move
I
my
found it.
previous data to. Hold on 1 second. Where are my Where's my documents? My paperwork.
Hey, Bridge, check this out. I found it.
You found it?
Sending it to you. This is not Gogeta. This is quite literally just called God Fusion Goku.
Yeah. Also, let me see here. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get my data, my saved data. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright, Xeno Goku from Heroes versus Xenoverse Goku. Who wins? Xeno Goku from Heroes.
Well, it's difficult, but like I said, like from Heroes, because aren't they relative? Hold on, I gotta look because that Goku can go into his he can stack a lot of his abilities on top of everything. So again, Demigra, and then there's obviously I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't freaking know. They're both hacks to hell, so I don't freaking know. I know one was gonna destroy our entire universe on top of that. I don't know. Give me 1 second here. Let me. Why do you guys ask for my opinion on things that I can't fully scale everything? What does my opinion matter anyway? I don't care. I don't care in the grand scheme of things. Unless I know it's a stomp, I'm not outright gonna say. If they're close relative in power, it depends on who the writers want to win. If they're close, like honestly, like I said, I say Xenoverse Goku on Capsule Corp, but Capsule Corp can win too. I don't freaking know. I'm not writing. I'm not the freaking writer. I really, honestly don't know. Like I really don't. I'm so sorry, but this is okay. Keep me from copyright if you're. Oh, I know what I have to do. Okay. Oh, you want to play these games? Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, so I need my backup data. All right. Boom. I need to replace that copy with my own copy. So that's why that's doing that. I need to replace.
Abridged.
Yes, sir.
I have to ask you. Okay, so who do you think is stronger, right? Do you think Ultra Ego Vegeta and True UI Goku versus Beast Gohan Orange Piccolo? Who do you think is stronger?
I'm still gonna go with Ultra Ego if he's still relative. I'm just going on that because Gohan just got the damn form, and so does Piccolo. And they try to say Piccolo. Honestly, like when they give these guys these ridiculous power buffs to catch them up with the main characters, I'm still gonna go with the current characters who have more control and more time with their forms. Even if they're relative to them, they just got the damn form.
It's so weird. How did Shenron even grant Piccolo power that could even rival Super Saiyan Blue? I
mean,
thought he couldn't give power like
uh,
outside of his capabilities.
Well, dude, the writing is all over the place.
He was just like, "Oh, Piccolo, what's up, my
Escape.
boy? Here, I give you a gift."
Unescapable error. An unexpected error keeps you from copying the file. If you receive this, you can error code.
Because of him being an Namekian that was half the original creator of said Dragon Ball. Okay, you see, that kind of does make sense. Him, like, he is essentially the nameless Namekian that created the Dragon Balls. I can see that working. For all we know, Piccolo could be the fucking reincarnation of the Namekian god.
See, the problem is that Dende is the current guardian.
Yeah, that's true. And
Like,
his set of balls came from him, not from Piccolo. But
not-
so good.
yeah.
But Piccolo, when he was the nameless Namekian, created, Shenron. So I don't know.
I think that's an ass pull. When the Piccolo, like I said, when Kami got into Piccolo, the Dragon Ball is supposed to be gone forever, and Dende takes over. Like it's like they're forgetting continuity. That's why I just don't. I'm just whatever. Super's writing is all over the place and makes no sense half the damn time. So
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that the manga kind of explains Orange Piccolo just a tad bit more.
what is like? I'm trying to. Okay.
And GT, I think GT was better. It was plagued with a lot of problems, but everybody can at least agree that this fucking baby arc, and even like the Omega Shenron arc was fucking peak.
Yeah, and even that was riddled with issues, but I'll take that over the Goku Black arc. Just saying. Boom. That's it.
Goku Black did not have me feeling
Forget
anything
it. Forget
compared to Baby.
I like his intro though. I will say Goku Black's intro and like the beginning I enjoyed.
He had the hardest intro out of all the Dragon Ball villains, and they.
There was
flubbed
no
it,
villain in Super. That's the thing. We didn't really get much villains. We just got rehashed villains, and Goku Black was the only villain. When people say like, "Oh, the Goku Black," yeah, he was the only freaking villain we had at that time.
I mean, that's.
Say from
Oh,
the
we had
manga.
Frieza and.
No,
Resurrect-
Frieza is not a super villain. He is a DBZ villain. Again, he's rehashed. That's why I said a rehash villain.
Yeah, but he was in a Dragon Ball Super movie.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm saying original villains. We're not talking about like. We're
Okay,
talking about
if we're talking original villains, then
That's
yeah,
the problem
okay.
with the show. The show would just rehash moments from the original series. I wonder why. I
Well,
wonder
do you
why
count
they have.
do you count filler villains? Like, what about Copy Vegeta?
Really, you're comparing that to Goku? That was fan
No, I'm
service.
not saying it's comparable to Goku Black. I'm just saying it was, an original villain, quote unquote. For
Dude,
Dragon
that
Ball
was just
Super.
we just wanted to get Brian Drummond back. Let's be honest. Like we just wanted to get the classic The problem with GT is GT was boring. Like GT was just trying to rehash Dragon Ball, because the writer was a fan of old school Dragon Ball, and I don't blame her for that. But a lot of their shit was written very boring. A lot of the journeys they went on was boring. They had some moments. The Para people will still be funny as hell to me. But for the most part, yeah, it was just boring. Until we got to like certain arcs, and then certain arcs like them bringing back Nappa, that was pointless. That could have been good. That was pointless. 17, cool design, but was basically fan service and didn't really work out too well.
Are you telling me that you found General Rildo boring?
No, I'm not. I'm saying is that their arcs. I'm saying up until we got to those arcs, like honestly, the first 45 episodes, they don't do shit.
No, they don't.
They don't do a goddamn thing. And that's what I'm saying.
Like original Dragon Ball. Original Dragon Ball was boring
No,
as fuck until they got to like at least the King Piccolo saga. I'm
no,
sorry.
No, I enjoyed all of Dragon Ball because again,
I hated the Red Ribbon Army saga.
I
sorry,
enjoyed the Red Ribbon Army saga.
boring.
I enjoyed all of it. I enjoyed the World Martial Arts Tournament because you know what? Everything that they did was either memorable or had something. We got introduced to again Ozaru Goku. We got Jackie Chun. We got Yamcha. Everything was them establishing their characters and lore. And remember, that show was about adventure. It wasn't about fighting. If you're gonna watch Dragon Ball for fighting, you're not going in with the right mindset of Dragon Ball.
No, I didn't watch it for the fighting. I just watched it for the high stakes. I didn't feel the high stake tensions from the Red Ribbon Army.
Again, they're establishing their story at that point. I'm not going to sit there and go into a show with all these expectations. I want them to make their story first. And again, that's why people copy Dragon Ball so heavily. Again, it was very comedical for its time period. I'm not sitting like the high stakes came in later on. Of course they came in later on because that they're trying to establish their story. Whereas the shows that followed, things like DBZ, we gave them time as well. But them regressing Goku back to his childhood thing was counterproductive. What did it really do? Again, in Dragon Ball, Goku's a kid. We're trying to follow his journey. If that's not your cup of tea, I'm not going to fight you on it. But it's literally the first story, and they're trying to establish it. And yes, like I said, the first World Martial Arts Tournament, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Roche, especially you said to the Piccolo, you didn't enjoy the second World Martial with Tien. I'm sorry, dude. I actually did. No. I'm sorry. I don't like your taste then. If you can't even enjoy the second one.
No, I with Tien, I actually.
Yeah, you better go on somewhere with all that. That was one of my favorite arcs. And
I enjoyed that one.
I didn't like the Piccolo arc. The Piccolo arc, yeah, I admit the Piccolo arc was peak, but god dang, like there was plenty of stuff that happened way. You need to rewatch Dragon Ball.
I have rewatched.
Y'all need to rewatch some Dragon Ball.
I do appreciate.
I'm not saying that everything was like because they did drag. They tend to like how Dragon Ball was structured. They like in Dragon Ball Z 2 they like go away. Like Goku will go on his journey. They'll split apart for 3 years. Goku gets a power up, and then a new arc would set up. That's kind of like the formula. And then so for me, in terms of like my favorite parts, I enjoyed Yamcha. And again, if you're not a fan of the adventure aspect, that's fine. But that's how they like. Again, I enjoyed like remember the fortune teller like, oh, we see you have balls in your life, and he just whips out his.
I don't know. I will say, maybe, like I find the adventure aspects of Dragon Ball just a little bit lackluster most of the time. That's probably why I didn't like GT early on.
That's fine, but that's Dragon Ball in a nutshell. It's literally
it is,
again, Dragon Ball Z is a retcon. It's a good retcon, but like I said, it's more scientific based. And then they started adding more, but again, people prefer that version, the scientific base rather than the mystical base. But the mystical base is just as iconic. But then again, Z was edgier. Z was doing edgier stuff. But I've always said Goku was much more of a savage as a kid than he is as an adult. Again, he wiped out the entire. You say you don't like motherfucker. He wiped out the entire Red Ribbon Army as a teenager. Had no remorse, at all. So I don't. Damn all that.
And I appreciate that moment in the original Dragon Ball because then it pushed that the fucking android saga.
When Krillin died, why didn't he turn Super Saiyan then? Because Super Saiyans weren't a thing. Krillin died originally in Dragon Ball, and he didn't turn Super Saiyan because that wasn't a thing yet. Otherwise, he would have. I appreciated Bulma, all the Capsule Corps and stuff. I appreciated Yamcha a lot more then because they actually gave a damn. I appreciated Tien Harm's arc. He had some of the most character development in the entire show. I enjoyed Jackie Chun and him teaching both Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, all those guys. Again, if you can't appreciate the original Red Ribbon Army, how the hell can you appreciate the Cell arc or the Android arc? If you can't even appreciate the original arc, you can say it's better.
Because whereas fucking like Red from the original fucking Red Ribbon Army saga, he felt like a fucking buffoon. Dr. Dro actually felt like a menace.
Dr. Dro wasn't even a thing. Like,
I know, that's the thing. He actually feels like a menace. He actually made the Red Ribbon Army like.
He was just a scientist. It was General White and them that were the main guys. Whereas Dr. Gero was made solely just to look into Goku's past. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and remember, Goku never beat General Blue. He never beat General Blue, and I'm sticking to that. And we got Mercenary Tao, so I don't know. I don't know about you.
He's also never beaten Vegeta.
He's beaten Vegeta in base to base because
no, he has not.
If
you look through the canon, he's never beaten Vegeta.
I'm not talking about on a base. I'm not talking about that. He like what do you what do you mean by beaten?
Like actually finished a fight, like actually finished, where they didn't stop their fight, didn't halt their fight.
They've halted their fight many times. What I'm saying is he's
never beaten Vegeta.
He's never technically beaten Vegeta's never technically beaten Goku either.
Yes.
No. All he's ever done.
In the Dragon Ball Super movie,
well, yeah. What I'm saying is he's never technically beaten Goku up until that point. Either he would cheap shot Goku, or had to be because I said Vegeta would do stupid things. He could have killed Goku in the original, but he didn't because he allowed Goku to use his Kaioken to beat him in his base. That's why Vegeta always said that he wants to defeat Kakarot because he beat him in base to base. Even though technically he had to use Kaioken, but if you just fucking killed him and not be arrogant, because Vegeta was the main villain, Frieza wasn't a thing yet, or they didn't really come up with the Namek Saga until later on. They decided to have Vegeta act that way, so that's why Vegeta acts the way he acts, because Goku always gets stronger and always has this more powerful base, even though technically Vegeta has a much stronger base than Goku, but his arrogance allows Goku to push himself past that. So like when I say he beats him, he does still beat him basically in Vegeta's mind, basically.
Goku might have not beaten him in a fight, but he certainly has beaten the arrogance out of him.
No, he's like I said, he's definitely beaten. No, he's beaten his pride up. And again, Goku was able to like defeat Frieza, which is something that Vegeta always wanted. So it's like, yeah, but it's because of Goku that Vegeta pushed himself so hard. So it's all good. And even then, Goku was extremely tired. So Vegeta did win in Super, but let's be honest, it was against an extremely exhausted Goku. So if you want to call that a victory, I guess.
I want to call it a victory because I'm a Vegeta fan.
I'm a Vegeta.
I feel like he's owed a W.
I've always said Vegeta was owed a W in the Frieza.
He was owed
revival.
a W in the Resurrection F. He was owed a W in the Goku Black arc. He was owed a W in fucking versus his fighting Topo. Like he did get the W with Topo, but come on.
I'm not giving him with. I can see
that
he deserves a victory in the F arc. Like Goku didn't need it. The Goku Black arc, it wasn't really about. You can argue either one because it's really not their story. It's supposed to be Trunks' story, but it's like whatever. They both kill. I think Gogeta should have just got the W for both of them. But
Trunks didn't get the W.
Yeah,
fucking Dragon Ball Super had to fucking make Zeno the W.
Yeah, I would have. But as far as Vegeta, definitely the Resurrection arc should have been his. I can see that he needed that. Like that should have been something he should have gotten. I would not have minded at all if Vegeta got that. But I also like I'm like I said, I'm also I'm a Vegeta fan, I'm a Goku fan. I like that they both have their character flaws and they both have to have certain things, like because there are things that Vegeta does that I found that was stupid but was in character. There's things that I think Goku did. I just don't like the overindulgence of both fans sucking both characters off. Like I criticize both and I also like defend both on certain aspects.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like I said, they both have character flaws. Like, are characters not allowed to have character flaws though? What's with this perfect character bullcrap that people seem to have for their fandoms? Like, I'm a fan because they have some of these flaws. Yeah, even if it frustrates me, I'm still a fan. Like, yeah.
I mean, I fucking love Vegeta in the Majin Buu arc. He was a very flawed character, and he redeemed himself in the end.
Well, redeemed himself as much as Vader did. Like, he still killed millions of people. And still, like, still what the hell? Still what the hell? But that's fine. But like, going through his story though, like us as viewers going through his story. But like, dude, like, I don't know. Even people like, bro, you going straight to hell. But that's okay. That's why, like, Vegeta accepted it. It's like, you know what? It's fine. You know what
So
I
there
hate
you
though
go.
is that the fact that okay, so Vegeta gets deemed. We don't get a Nappa redemption. We get a Raditz. I said Raditz is the most underutilized character they ever utilized, and he is actually related to Goku. But
I still think we really need Raditz to come back.
so let me get this straight. Vegeta's allowed to kill millions of people. I get why, obviously, because Raditz wasn't like they didn't have any plans for him. But I compared him to Beerus. Both of them showed up, changed the game of their entire respective shows. But Beerus got to stay. Raditz got the boot. But now we know that Goku's remembering his parents. He have all this stuff. Raditz's crimes are far less than Vegeta's, far less than Nappa's, far less than anybody Goku has spared, and it pisses me off. That's what irks me. His crimes.
Raditz did like
He
hardly
even
anything.
again he didn't even kill Gohan like he was going to, but at least he was going to kill Gohan in a respectful manner. Vegeta has beaten the shit out of Gohan multiple times. It had no qualms with killing them. Freaking like at least with Raditz he actually had a lot of pride. It was actually different from all the other Saiyans. Like he was cowardly. He knew when to leave. He actually gave Goku a lot of chances. Like unlike everybody else, he's actually giving Goku multiple chances.
Like what? Raditz? All Raditz really did was kill a farmer, kidnap his own nephew,
And
then-
just to get Goku to join, he didn't really want to kill Goku.
He didn't want to fight him. He wanted him to join him so they could take over planets and maybe overthrow Frieza.
Yeah, well, again, Frieza wasn't really a thing yet. That's why but in context of the story, yes. Or just have some because remember he was like a mid-class Saiyan and he was always getting bullied, by Vegeta and Nappa. So having somebody again that family connection, so. Even when Gohan hit him, he was pissed, but he was also kind of proud. Like, bro, you not bad. I'm gonna
little shit
not
hit me.
bad. Like, I'm gonna give you a death worthy of a Saiyan, and it's like, so okay, that's fine. But Vegeta Nappa kills most of your. Well, Vegeta didn't do it, but I always just thought like Raditz was just such an underutilized character, and they could have did so much more with him, and that's what kind of irks me with And I'm pretty sure like he gets a lot more love now. Very appreciative of that. But still, deserves a lot more than what he got.
Also, like I'm just really sick and tired of Frieza getting overused out of all the DBZ villains.
That's my entire point. Like Frieza's been I love OG Frieza. OG Frieza's my. Hey, extra chat. How many have watched? Yeah, how many of y'all actually watched Dragon Ball and didn't watch fucking TFS? Because that shit irks me. I refuse to call anybody who watched TFS alone only. You're not a Dragon Ball fan. You will never be a Dragon Ball fan. If you didn't watch Dragon Ball Z, or hell, even fucking GT or Kai, don't talk to me. You're not a Dragon Ball fan. You're a dick writer. You're a meme writer. You watch it for the memes. Like seriously. Even Team 4-Star tells you in the beginning, please support the official, and they never do.
You're gonna need a sensu for that one.
That always just pissed me off. I don't like people who like to quote fucking Team 4-Star like it's the actual legit. Like, really? Are you not an actual fan? I don't even think you could really truly appreciate TFS unless you watch the original, because it's a critique on the show. Not always accurate, but it's a full critique on the original show.
Oh, you know what? I want to ask you, Goku, and I want to get your opinion on this. The Super Saiyan 2 transformation for Gohan, who do you think did it better? The original Japanese release, the original dub, Kai, or TFS?
Anything where Bruce Fowler score did it better. I've watched all, and that Bruce. I can't. The reason why I can't watch the remaster because that Bruce Fowler score is so. I hate that. I don't hate the Japanese version, but those moments that show up, I can't watch because it's all so upbeat. It's like, dude, this is a serious moment, and you're playing upbeat music. It's nothing I grew up, like I said, I grew up in the Bruce Fowler score era, in the 02 era. It's like, there's nothing like it. Call me advice, but I just love the Spanish one too. Don't get me wrong, I love the Japanese version too, but my issue with the Japanese version is that they would play the most upbeat music in the most critical moments. Like the scene where Majin Buu, her dog is John Wick, basically, and they play the most just upbeat music. It's like, no, that Bruce Fowler score was so much better. It added so much more tension. It's like, Majin Buu had learned the joys of friendship. Now he has experienced the pain of law. And like the music, it just kicks in. It's like, it grabbed in on the weight of the situation. I was like, this is why I love the Bruce Fowler score.
Well, I'm not. No, I'm not talking about like the Majin Buu arc.
No, I'm not. I'm just giving an example of why I like it, of why I enjoyed it so much.
No, I just mean like from that moment, like from
Gohan
the Cell arc,
too.
he
Go.
became
Again,
two.
I use the Blue arc just to show you why. But I'm saying same thing with the Gohan arc, or same thing with the Cell arc. It's the same thing. Like it added more tension and more epicness. But I do enjoy the Japanese version too. Like I ain't gonna lie, the Japanese version is a close second. In that, but that Blue Swallow score added so like it's. Yeah, I'm biased, honestly, but there's a good reason for it. Like I said, my favorite intro is always going to be Rock the Dragon. I love Shala HLL too. That's also up there, and the original OG Dragon Ball as well. But god damn, Rock the Dragon got me so hyped for Dragon Ball.
I'm gonna be weird and say that I really like the intro that Vic Mignogna sang. I believe was for Kai. I don't know why.
I liked Dragon Soul for Kai.
Yeah, Dragon Soul.
Dragon Soul's I don't like Kai, but I can see Dragon Soul is badass. You know what? I got no problem with conceding the Dragon Soul being an amazing. All right, let me flip. Rocket Dragon, like I said, anybody who's from the O2 era knows that. That's why. How do you think Dragon Ball got a lot of its hype in America? Rock the Dragon went hard. It wasn't until I went back and watched like the Japanese version I grew to appreciate Shala and all, I appreciated those too. Like those are still up there with me as some of my favorites as well.
New game or load an old one. Which will it be?
I'm just gonna start a new game because I ain't got time for all this. But like I enjoyed all the X's back when we called the Kaioken the Kaioken, because remember they were still making the manga back in those days, so it's not like we knew a lot of stuff that was happening. But it is what it is.
Kai can suck rocks and Super was a shame. The only thing I could really appreciate about Kai was the fact that it was a lot more like
it's more accurate
to the manga.
But the music was ass in my opinion. I hated the pacing was still. I enjoyed most of the filler from Dragon Ball because a lot of them are love letters to the old Dragon Ball. Like, dude, they didn't have to put Mercenary Tao before the Cell arc, but I appreciate that. I enjoyed Dragon Ball at that time was supposed to be very comedical. And I think people forget that. It's not just this epic act. Like, no, it was fucking comedical. Understand that.
Can you really say you're a Dragon Ball fan if you didn't enjoy the episode where Goku and Piccolo get their licenses?
Like that. And then that's just, that's fun. I mean, I don't care for New Namek. That shit was stupid. But I enjoyed Gohan going on his adventures. They cut a lot of that. That's what I loved about Piccolo training Gohan. Where Gohan, it reminded me of old Dragon Ball where Goku go on these adventures. So Gohan doing the same thing, like that episode with the dinosaur protecting Gohan, and ended up getting eaten at the end was so tragic. It was so dark. It's Gohan doesn't see it. He gets knocked out, and he wakes up. There's just the dragon's bones laying there. It's like because the dragon was injured, he was trying to heal it, and again Gohan's trying to defend the dragon, the dinosaur, not the dragon, the dinosaur, and the dinosaur gets killed and eaten. And Gohan wakes up, he just sees the bones. It's or him with the robot, that's some classic Dragon Ball stuff that they would do. And that really, I enjoyed those, even Arya, that was filler, when, the Saiyans, back when Vegeta had red hair, that was pretty fun. And even Team 4-Star uses it for all the shit that they use some of those filler arcs, because they enjoyed it too.
Long ago.
And fun fact, some of those Team 4-Star members never saw Dragon Ball.
That is a fun fact.
Yeah, because they told me, so I was like, I'm not gonna say which ones, but.
Oh, darling, you have a new.
But they just kind of, voice actors
Is
just kind
it
of
a
did the role.
woman? I'll need to make sure she won't.
With his
Try.
trusted
So
friends
is
by
it-
his side.
Go ahead, bud.
Do you think, in your honest opinion, that they should make the next movie villain canon should be Cooler? Or what movie villains do you think others?
Cooler. I've been in the Cooler camp for a long time. Cooler adds a lot. First of all, nothing really contradicts the lore if they add Cooler in, really, because. But even if they did, they fucking retconned Broly into it. So what's the point? I'm just saying, you could easily introduce Cooler in if you wanted to. I would have done it in the Super movie, honestly. If there were, Cooler doesn't have to be established yet, but you can just get little nods like they did with Raditz. I mean, think about it. They added Raditz in, and Raditz wasn't relevant into the original show, right? But they referenced him and stuff. So why not Cooler?
Do you think, by any chance, they would like change his personality? Do you think they would make him more like you ever saw like I think it's Salad Saiyan's version of Cooler, where he's more of a Saiyan in nature. Like all he wants to do is fight. He doesn't want to conquer. He just challenges.
This is my thing. This is why I thought when they do that, I don't like when they change the characters to the original, because there's a reason why we like those original characters. You wouldn't have Goku change his fucking personality. You wouldn't have Vegeta change his personality to fit. Like why? Look, if you want to add more, like, if you want to add some of those aspects, that's fine, but don't change their core personality because they feel like a different character to me. They changed Broly's core personality, but I understood why they did it. But they still added nods to the original, which is fine. Though I will always love original Broly, like that original legendary Saiyan Broly that was just a psychotic bastard. Who, like everybody said, no, the original Broly was actually a lot more smarter than people give him credit for. They just kind of toned him down through each iteration to just being a fucking Kakarot-driven idiot. But the original Saiyan Broly was fucking methodic, just killing people, blowing up planets. Sure, he had the Kakarot aspect. Even then, you can like make some arguments for it from him getting stabbed. Again, I love Broly's backstory of them fucking stabbing him as a baby and stuff. And then Goku's crying can be associated with that.
Bring me a dagger so I may stab this baby.
So, but Cooler's personality is what I like. First of all, his design is fucking sick. His Shredder design is epic and awesome. If you want to add him that he just wants the fight aspect, I don't mind you adding it to his character, but don't make it his, like, but don't change it from his core. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, I have no problem with Cooler.
Say
Like,
hello, Gohan.
Because I'm starting to see now that Frieza, he's not really as,
well, characters,
maniacal as he was
the character's
originally.
kind of,
He's a lot more-
the character's like matured or changed over time. Remember, this is not. First of all, this is not the original Dragon Ball style they did. It's not the same aesthetic. It's not the 90s anymore, so different time periods. Toriyama definitely lightened his style a lot more, and remember, they can't do bare bones blood anymore like they used to. They got hit with that.
I'm getting that. I just
So
mean,
the
like,
character's
personality
changed. Like
wise.
the character, and his style has changed. Remember, this is not a young Toriyama. You get older, your style changes. Like I guarantee you, I'm not gonna be the same as I am when I hit my 40s, right? My mindset's not gonna be the same. So the character's gonna change. Also, he's not fully right. You also got a fan writing the show now, Taro, so that's also a thing, too. You have to understand, it's like, it's not the same atmosphere as when they first wrote Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. So, naturally, characters are going to change. Look how they're writing Vader in Star Wars. Look how they're writing, like, he wasn't the same as he was in the 80s and stuff,
Yeah,
That's how you have to, I accept it. I don't like it at times, but I accept that it's not going to be the same as it was before.
No, I just find it an interesting transition. Like Frieza despises Saiyans, but now his personality is starting to align more with like Goku's. Whereas, like,
I think
in the manga,
that's
like,
okay,
he would have fucking
yeah.
straight up murked Goku and Vegeta given the chance, but now he's letting them live.
Well, if we look at like their arcs, he's actually going to appreciate them making him stronger. Because had it not been for that, like I understand, it makes sense in that context. Like, and if he kills them, it's like, what's like, will Beerus step in? Will these persons step in? Like, they're actually making him stronger. Yes, he's like, but this is why I said Goku influences all his characters. That's Goku's core character. He's influenced Vegeta, Piccolo. People get like, my thing is why do people not get that Goku spares a lot of his people? This isn't. So let me get this straight. If Goku never spares anybody, we don't get no Piccolo, no Vegeta, none of these characters that you guys so love all the time. It's all because of him. But you guys sit there and say, why does Goku spare this character? He's been doing this for years. That's his character. He's done it so many times. But then you guys like the characters he spares. But you still criticize him for it, but he's the reason why they're even a thing anymore. It's like, have you guys not watched Dragon Ball Z? It's alright, then Goku doesn't spare anybody. Piccolo's done. There goes your Piccolo. No Vegeta at all. The guys you guys suck off so much times, there's no Vegeta. If you want Goku to be, this crazy just avenging killer, like if it was Kid Goku, ain't no way Vegeta's living. Ain't no way Piccolo's living.
No.
Again, he learned from Kami though. Dude, even Kami wanted to kill Piccolo. Think about that. Even Kami wanted to kill Piccolo, and Goku said, no, let's not do that. So I don't get people's like, like thing with that. It's just Goku's character. He's like adult Goku. Kid Goku, nah, nah, they would have been dead. He would have.
Goku's a very he's a
Like-
flat character or a neutral character.
he's
He
very-
affects everyone.
Like that he's Dragon Ball. I said Goku is Dragon Ball, but what I'm saying is Goku's maturity as he got older makes more sense, and that's just how. Like even when, I think to be fair, he even tried to spare Raditz once. He gave Raditz a chance until Raditz fucked up.
I'm pretty sure he gave all the DBZ villains a chance.
Yeah.
Except maybe Boo, but
No,
he
he
gave
gave,
Majin Buu a
yeah,
chance,
yeah,
like,
man,
at
he
Boo.
got reincarnated. He got reincarnated. He even reincarnated the evil Boo into Oob, and then trained him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on now, like, this is that's Goku's thing. But if y'all want him to be this unsparing character, all your favorite characters will not be existing today. I just wish Raditz would have like how Moscow wrote it, like he escaped, and like once you stay on Earth, it does change you. Like if he would if they would have gave Raditz a chance, the fact that he's part of the Sun families, he has ties to Bardock, Gina, and Goku. There's so much there with him that you could do. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think in the future, like in the Dragon Ball Super manga, we may have like a Sun family
Reunion?
sort of like reunion in Hell or in other worlds? Like maybe we'll get to see Raditz again and Bardock again.
I mean, we got Frieza, and Frieza was gone since the beginning of the Android arc, and all he did was train his fucking mind, even though yeah. What if Raditz has been training in F for this whole time? I'm not saying he'll be like blue level or anything, but he'll be decently strong.
The only thing is, like, wasn't Frieza too strong for his soul to be like recycled or something? Or...
Again, they've retconned a lot of that stuff. Like, remember, the original Dragon Ball everything was canon back then. Then they decided to, again,
it's so weird. I don't fucking
canon
understand how the
canon
other
isn't a
works
thing.
anymore.
Everything's like a side story. Like Toriyama constructed, had little involvement in GT, but he looks at it as a side piece, as a side story. It's just not to his manga works. But this is my thing, though. We consider a lot of things in the original Dragon Ball to like anime to be its own thing, but even stuff in Kai isn't like fully accurate. But we consider that if it's not part of his original manga, right? They'll say it's not canon. But people hate Bardock. But a lot of people don't like the new Bardock's character. They like the original. Well, guess what? It's in his original manga, but it's not original to his character. But it was written by Toriyama, and people shit all over that, all over Minus, because it changed a lot of his character. Some people do like it. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying the majority of Bardock fans do not like that shit. It's like people like to pick and choose like what's canon at times. I just look at it like I said. I look at GT as a side arc, as a side piece, because it was the actual success continuation of Dragon Ball Z. Super is not even a sequel. It's like a mid roll. What do you call that? Midquel. It's in between the arcs. That's why Super makes no sense, because so let me get this straight. Goku's this goddamn strong by the end of Super. Oob is this damn strong.
That's sort of why they had to non-canonized GT. But do you think now?
Well, no. At the end of the Z arc. At the end of the Z arc. Remember, Super is in between that. Like, remember, Oob isn't
GT is no longer canon. So do you think after Super we'll get a revamped GT?
No. And like I said, I when it comes to like canon, that's more of a fan made thing anyway, because the Japanese they don't really consider that stuff. They don't really care about that. You know why? They sell everything. They sell everything. They sell GT, they sell Super, they sell all that stuff. They don't really give a damn about what we call canon or what's part of Toriyama's original works. I mean, like I said, this is my thing. It's like, is Super even canon? Like, if Torotaro's writing it and Toriyama didn't write it, because they only consider what Toriyama writes as canon, right? Even if Torotaro's his successor, he didn't write it, right? It's like, I was like to make fun of that. It's like, I mean, Torotaro's not he's not Toriyama. Even if he is his successor, he didn't write it. But that's how people view it. I mean, everything that they put out is official to them. Like Heroes is like, even though some of the stuff Toriyama doesn't have any direct involvement with, or he has little involvement with, they'll take it. I'm just like, oh, well, whatever. You guys don't. Yeah. That's why I don't look at like what's canon, what's not. I just kind of go with the flow on everything. Like, and again, I didn't care about this as a kid. I never cared. As long as it was like Dragon Ball and Toriyama had some involvement with it, you know, I'll take it. Like I said, I'm a 90s, 2000s kid. Like, we didn't give a shit. All I wanted to see was some Dragon Ball Z and see some bare bones, high stakes thing. But again, I don't. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are different. Like when you were saying, like there was stakes. Remember the Red Ribbon Army outside from Dr. Gero took over the planet. It's just Goku was just this fucking anomaly they did not encounter. Remember, Mercenary Tao beat the crap out of Goku. Again, he killed somebody with a tongue. He killed General Blue, who I said Goku never technically beat it. Only Arale beat him. And then he kills him with a tongue, walks up on Goku, uses the Dodon Ray, and then Goku got the Super Mystic Water and then beats the crap out of him. There were stakes. It's just Piccolo was kind of like that real, like, dark, like, stakes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but I like that, though, because they were because each arc they were kind of establishing either character development or they wanted to be like the Muscle Tower arc. Ader is still one of my favorite androids. 16 is an inspiration of Ader, and they totally forgot about him, which pisses me off because Ader was my guy. I miss Android 8. I loved Android 8. Tien. Tien broke Yamcha. Jesus, that was a brutal sign. Watching him break Yamcha's leg. Again, Yamcha wasn't really treated as a joke at this point. He technically was the first to ever beat Goku. I don't care if he was hungry. Still worked, and was the first to introduce Ki in general to Dragon Ball with the Wolf Fang Fist. Like Yamcha, like he was actually he had Vegeta spot. He was like the warm up guy originally.
So,
Yeah.
Do you think Yamcha, Tien, even fucking Chaozu will have like their shot in the limelight again?
Right now, Yamcha's marrying a goddess. I hope they do. Tien, I don't know. I think that's the problem with Super in general, is that how it was written in Dragon Ball Z, they would take Goku out of the fight, so Tien, Krillin, all those guys could get their chance to shine.
It's so weird because like
Now it's the
Dragon
Goku
Ball
and Vegeta
Super,
show.
With Dragon Ball Super, they did right by Roshi. Like, goddamn, Roshi was the GOAT in Tournament of Power.
Well, I think, like, with mentor characters in general, they don't... I'm glad they did something with Roshi, but I would have loved to give him more time to Tien and some of those guys to, like, help. But I'm glad what they did with Roshi, because I love Roshi.
I love Roshi. I just wish they also gave some of that, limelight to Tien, because the fuck was... Why was he even there?
New subscribers!
They introduced him to the team just to, like, sack him off immediately as he gets into his first fight. Like, what the fuck?
Sorry, I was looking at chat. Yeah, 21 got made canon, technically, in this show. Rama, or whatever. They're focused on Bulma's ass nowadays. You know what? That's time well spent, is that they're focusing on Bulma.
Bulma is so weird. It's as the years go by, she looks younger and younger.
But at the end of Z, she gets older and older. It's like, again, that's Toriyama's writing style. He's written all the characters younger now. Look at I love Chi-Chi's though. Like, I miss the old aesthetic. It's in her character to wish herself to be younger. To be fair, I'll give them that. But it's like, again, they're messing with previous lore, and but it has to make sense. Like I said, Z's fine. It doesn't fully contradict anything in Dragon Ball. Like, and that's what's like. It's just weird. But I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. It's like, but the lore's all over the place with Dragon Ball.
It's just so weird how fucking even like Goku's physique is non-consistent in this fucking Dragon Ball Super, because like as he goes into God form, his form gets leaner, but his base form now looks a lot leaner than it did in Z. And then he goes into UI form, still looks as fucking lean as God Goku. But once he gets to MUI, he looks fucking built up like he did at the end.
It could be a form
like,
transition, because those are technically forms. So like, like the great Super Saiyans, they go into these big chiseled forms too. The God form, I love the God form because it was different. He has like this floaty, heavily form, so it makes sense that he'd be naturally skinnier, right? MUI, you can make that same argument, like it's a technique and form, so it's like his base. And then, but MUI, I guess, being a complete form, it gets stronger. Like, this is nothing I haven't seen in the original Dragon Ball. Like, remember when he did Kaioken and he got fucking buff as shit?
Well, that's you know, that can be explained by it's actually boosting his physical capability.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you can make the same argument for UI. It boosted. But remember, Omen was, you know, his defensive, and then his offensive was Master UI. So you can make the argument maybe it just boosted his physique on that.
And I still don't understand how MUI boosts his physical attack stat when all Ultra Instinct is said to do is give your body like autonomous movement.
Well, no, what I'm saying is he had the defensive of autonomous movement, but now he has the offensive movement. And remember, he hasn't mastered it. He just got the form of it. And remember, if you watch the manga, he can do it where his body is still more leaner too. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can make that argument. Maybe he just hasn't mastered it. Because remember, after he was going to defeat Jiren, it gave out on him. So maybe his body could not handle all that power. That's why I was saying I was making an argument. Because once we got to the manga and he went into it like it was nothing. Like his body didn't like grow stronger. It stayed lean. So maybe it's just his body was still trying to handle it, and as we saw, he couldn't handle it, and it basically backfired on him.
So is what we said contradictory? It's not really a fucking technique then. It's a form, and it's just a
Well, no,
form
it
that
isn't.
he's,
It
like,
isn't.
constantly
It isn't. What I'm saying is like to Angels, it's just natural. He can't do it naturally. So it's like a form to him until it becomes natural. Is what I'm saying. Like, when Roshi did it, he wasn't doing the full version. He was doing, like, a version of it, but it wasn't, like, the full version, so his body never changed. But with Goku, he's actually doing the actual form, but he doesn't have full control over it. Like, he's getting, like, it's like a form to him, but it's, like, instantaneous for, like, an angel. It's, like, you know, second nature to them. But once he does master it, it becomes second nature. And think of it like, kind of like the Saiyan grade forms. And, like, when Goku first got Super Saiyan, he got massively buff, right? He got insanely buff. But when he mastered the Super Saiyan form, you know, it was like natural. It could be like that. It's like an inspired of that. Like once he got mastered Super Saiyan, he was wearing it casually. He didn't get his body didn't buff out or anything. So I was thinking it's similar to that.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Because I never saw him get that buff again, like in the manga. Like once he started like getting the form down, until he wanted to like unless he wanted to actually buff himself up, because he's capable of like expanding his muscles, and Vegeta's capable of expanding his muscles. Like muscle expansion in Dragon Ball is like nothing. Remember like when Cell did it, like it's nothing new. We all can fucking do it. Remember, muscle expansion is nothing like new.
Yeah.
So like, but it's how they use the forms that pisses me off. Like Blue should never have been a thing. It should have been God. It's called God for a reason. I wanted Goku to get deity powers. Like, and they were like kind of showcasing it in Super, but then he never uses his healing ability ever again. He never uses any of these. Like, remember Goku could do telekinesis. He never uses telekinesis anymore, even though he can do it. That's what I don't like. They don't showcase new stuff. It's just, oh, he gets into the transformation. Like, I want to see more hacks ability. I want to see him do like some cool, crazier shit. Like, they'll only playfully do it every now and then. But like, let Goku do get a little crazy with some of his abilities. Is what I'm saying. Like have him have deity healing abilities. I want him to like negate ki. You know.
Yeah.
Like, focus on more his ability repertoire than just keep giving him. Oh, here's a new fucking form. Come on now. Like, he has plenty of form. Like, God form should have been peak all the way into Ultra Instinct. And then, you know, you can add Kaioken on top of that. But for the most part, it should have just been his God form. I was so hyped for the God form, and I was like, okay, so now we have the God form, so now that's going to be like his main form that he's going to call it. It's called Super Saiyan God! God damn it, it's called the God form for a reason. And no, we're just going to do some color palette swaps, and then, why? Why? He should be training this form to buff it, to make it stronger, to use different abilities. Like, maybe he can make clones of himself without, like, his ki dropping. Like, he actually makes clones, and they're just as strong as the original. And all because he has God ki. You know, like, dude, I could play so much with this form easily. There's so much they could have done with the form.
Yeah, wasn't Vegeta training to use the multiform technique on Yardrat, but then he chose this Force Spirit Vision?
Again, that's a great hacks ability. Actually, I love Spirit Vision. Like, dude, I could put like people I say, oh, like put that Vegeta in the Goku Black arc. Goku Black is done. Zamasu's done. He like, let me just unfuse you guys.
Yeah, it can work on fusions.
Yeah.
But outside of like fusions or like power stealers, you can't really use it.
But we know there's plenty of those people in that verse, so it's a very handy ability. Again, put that Vegeta in the Goku Black arc, and it's done in 2 seconds. Who needs Zeno?
Well,
Put
that's
that.
another thing though. Could Force Spirit Vision unfuse a fusion that consists of Kai though? 'Cause
Yes.
That's a permanent fusion.
Yes. Remember, this is a stronger version of Vegeta too. Maybe if he's not as strong, but no, this is a much stronger Vegeta, and this Vegeta is way stronger than Fuse Zamasu. Easily. I have very confident that would have, like, yeah. Because remember, in Dragon Ball, if your power level is stronger, it overdoes the hacks. We've seen that, like, you know, stuff like maybe the Baby arc, because Baby apparently can infect you and make you stronger, and even if you're strong. But then again, Trunks somehow was able to do it. That's why I said it makes no fucking sense. Because if I was Baby, I would have taken over Goku's body, and Baby can make the individual much stronger through a paper cut or this. But
That's true.
we've seen in Dragon Ball, if you're stronger, you can overcome hacks. Majin Buu was walking hacks, and look what Gogeta did with him. Was able to literally, remember, he went inside Gogeta's body, expanded his muscle mass, and just beat the shit out of him. He turned him into a physical candy, altering his molecular structure, and Vegeta said no. Think about that. No organs, no nothing.
I know power can like overcome bullshit hacks, but I mean at the same time, the only time we've ever seen a fusion like that had incorporated, you know, the Kais, it's only been undone with the Dragon Balls. I don't think we've ever seen it like forcefully like undone just by
Yeah, but well, they also said that if you put the Batarian rings on, you won't become infused, and they retconned it in Super and said, no, it's just a couple minutes. Bullshit. Worse, they are so full of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
in Super, they even said that they had to, you know, wish for Kibito and Shin to be unfused through through
but
the
then
Dragon
they
Balls.
said like it just works on mortals, and it's like it's different. Like, no, it wasn't. It was not like that. Yeah, Vegito, not Gogeta. I'm
darling.
sorry, Vegito, not
You
Gogeta.
have a new follower.
So what I'm saying is like I'm gonna
I'll
go on.
need to make
I'm gonna
sure
go on the
she
impression that
Try
as long as you're
to
strong
make
enough,
it
it has been done. We've seen it done before plenty of times that it can overcome the hack. So I think yes, his fusion split will work on. And it's not like Zamasu was like one of the strongest Kais, you know. And remember, now we know that Beerus and Supreme Kai are linked. So if you want to kill Beerus, just kill Supreme Kai. So it's like, you know, they add stuff for plot convenience, obviously. At times, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I just love how, like, I know Beerus didn't exist during the Majin Buu arc, but I just love how, like, Shin is getting his shit rocked and almost being killed, and Beerus is just taking a nap somewhere. Not doing shit.
This is why I said, like, when it comes to, like, as you get older, this is why I said, like, certain shows should end, because you have to remember all this. And Toriyama doesn't remember a lot of this stuff. Or he will remember it, and he'll, like, yeah, well, I don't know how to incorporate it. Like he did forget Launch, but he remembered her and didn't really know how to use her. I could have used her. But again, Launch was more of a was an OGS character, but, you know. That's why we don't see, like, Oolong and all the other originals have, like, much, like, convenience, because they served a purpose back in the old days, but it's kind of hard nowadays to use them. But Oolong saved the world from Pilaf, just saying. He wished for panties, and it was glorious. Okay, here we go. I miss their old voices too. They're definitely getting older. You know, it happens.
But, yeah, man, like, when it comes to fucking Goku Black Arc, just gonna say that the manga did it better. The anime was lackluster.
I wasn't even a fan of the manga one, but yeah, I enjoyed. I guess they mastered Blue, and it's whatever. The manga.
Oh, it's even cool because in the manga, Goku even used like Hakai.
Yeah, true. I'll give you that. Why didn't they put in the original anime? I don't know why didn't they give Goku Hakai. But to be fair, whatever you use Hakai, it's basically worthless because he never really gets it done ever. So what's the point of even having Hakai if he never actually successfully does it? Like, I want to see him do it successfully at least one time. Just have him obliterate the individual one time.
I don't know if they'll ever like have Vegeta or Goku use Akai to the same degree that Beerus can use it. Because to be honest, Akai when
I hate
not
Beerus'
used by,
entire thing, though, because again, he's only strong for plot convenience. Even though, if we look at like I said, they retcon the entire Battle of Gods argument that Goku should be by feats alone, way stronger than Beerus at this point. But they keep just buffing him. Well, no, we're just gonna keep putting him over. Imagine you having a character that was established in the beginning of the show, and now we're at towards the end, and the character still has not gotten any stronger than them, despite getting multiple power-ups that realistically should make him dozens of times stronger. But nope, he's still not there.
Well, that's the thing with Toriyama and Toyotaro. They essentially created the fucking never-ending yardstick with Beerus.
That's that's the problem. And I like Beerus and Whis, but they also are a detriment to the show. Because, you know how you, like, you say Dragon Ball, they have stakes? Well, Super really didn't either. It's like the final arc. Even then, because you always had Whis and Beerus always on deck. I like them as characters, but there was never really any stakes with this show because their presence always kind of negated that. Zeno negated that. So it's like, unless we got to the Tournament of Power arc, there was no stakes.
Because didn't they say that, like with Super, originally, like when they were trying to introduce Jiren, that Jiren was stronger than Belmod, and that Belmod was stronger than Beerus.
Beerus,
so by proxy,
yeah, they put
Goku
Beerus.
beat the shit out of Jiren.
Well, they said it was through arm wrestling, and they kept saying that, you know, Jiren. They were hyping Jiren like Jiren is the strongest mortal and like this stuff, and he is stronger. Like, but then they're trying to say Goku's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's such a. Their power scaling is so all over the place. Like, I just. And like I said, what's the point of Beerus getting upset and him sweating over Goku's new abilities if he's not stronger than him, or at least isn't considered a rival to him at this point? Then what's the point? Oh, they just respect. Why? Why would they respect power that they freaking concede? I just don't get this.
Yeah, it's so weird how Beerus was sweating during like.
What? Just Omen, just regular Omen.
And then Omen, and then MUI.
Like he was like.
Not an issue.
Like, oh my god, it's like in the manga we know Beerus has some level of it, like, you know, when they did the whole gods fighting. Do I like the manga over the anime? Not really. I don't like the manga because there's stupid shit in the manga that I just don't like at all. I just like certain moments of the manga. There are certain moments of the manga that I think they did better in the anime, and there are certain things in the anime that I like more in the manga. It's like they're both mixed bags to me. They're both weird, written weirdly. It's just certain things in the manga I like more in the anime, certain things in the anime. I like how they did Ultra Instinct way more in the anime than they did in the manga. Gohan and Kefla I liked more in the manga, personally. Again, I'm not one or the other fully. I just look at certain moments that I think are done better. I enjoy Gohan and Kefla. I enjoy what they did with Roshi in the manga, you know?
I really hope they do like Beast and Orange Piccolo some more justice in the manga than the movie did.
I kind of let the form slide, even though I'm not really all that into it. But I just wanted Piccolo to matter again, and now he does matter again because Piccolo is one of the coolest characters they ever made in the show. And I was like, you know what? Even though it makes absolutely no goddamn sense to me, I'm just happy he got a damn power up that's, you know, respectable. And now we can, kudos, shout out to my man Piccolo.
Yeah, shout out. Do you think, like, when we get to like the final bit of the superhero section in the manga, do you think we'll actually get Perfect Cell Max? Do you think they might retcon that so it's not just second form?
I don't know. Will Toriyama draw it? Because Semi-Perfect Cell is Toriyama's favorite form. That's why they did it. It's his favorite form. He hates Perfect Cell.
I love second form Cell, but
I
Cell
do
Max
too.
is so fucking disappointing.
I do
because
too.
He was just another.
I do too, but let's be honest. But we know that's his favorite form, so that's why they went with it. If they really wanted to, they could have. But he hates drawing those damn spots.
Yeah, that's fair, but Jesus Christ, they essentially turned second form Cell into fucking giant red Harudagarn.
Yeah, but they did make him like a damn near out of like this crazy ass character. Like, dude, look how strong Krillin was. The fact that Krillin was able to hurt Cell Max, none of those previous characters could do that. So how strong they make, I'm not saying Krillin's like, you know, on Goku level, but but the fact that but Goku was heavily suppressed in that point. What I'm saying is this feat alone puts him above a lot of the characters that we had seen previously. Because Golden Form Frieza ain't doing shit to Cell Max. I'm sorry. Well, no, not Golden Form Frieza. The first iterations of Frieza, it ain't doing shit to that Cell Max. Like, it's ridiculous how, like, just to be able to hurt this thing, even in its incomplete form, was stupidly powerful. Again, everybody, I'm not saying Krillin is like close to like MUI, but he's somewhere in that level of that where he's I don't know how to scale Krillin, but god damn, they made him insanely strong in that movie. Because just to be able to hurt Cell Max is a big deal.
He's literally the strongest human.
Yeah, now he is, because he used to be TN. But yeah, nah, Krillin's now, yeah. That feat alone puts him above anything I've ever seen. Like some of that like Galaxy level characters are like, nah. So yeah, Krillin, yeah.
Like, Krillin was pulling his weight too in the tournament of power.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it, you know. I kind of wish they make up their mind about the destructo disc. It's either nothing can cut through it, or you're strong enough to overcome it. Because like in the filler like arc where he did it with Cell was able to do it. But to be fair, the massive gap between Krillin and Cell was way huge. So I guess if you're relative to Krillin, it can cut through you.
Yeah.
Or if
And
you're
also,
just a little bit stronger.
I know this is just a Team 4-star feat, but the fact that Krillin, a human, was able to tire out Android 18 by fucking her. An android with limitless energy.
Or somehow Cell doesn't give. Which I never. Like I still don't know how Cell actually lost because he's hacks to hell. Like imagine you being able to come back from just a Cell and be stronger than your previous version. I would have just blew myself up then. I would have spammed blowing myself up. And then remember, I could also learn the ability if I'm in contact. You know, Majin Buu could do that too by just seeing it. But it's like. That's why
Also,
they're like making hacks characters.
What role do you think like Dr. Hito and the Gammas will play in the future of Dragon Ball? Do you think they'll be like a recurring cast in the Z Fighters?
I don't know. It's a good question. I actually don't know. Now Beerus likes Chile.
Like we know that Dr. Hito is going to be working under Capsule Corp now, and well, Gamma 2 is dead. Gamma 1's the only Gamma left, unless they decide to rebuild Gamma 2. But they don't ever see.
You know how I would have incorporated Raditz? I would have made him an android, because remember, Raditz's body never anticipated in the original. Like, why didn't Jiro just take the Saiyan body? Remember, he was watching them at that time. You know, it's like,
yeah, what did they ever do with Raditz's body?
Probably got eaten and probably decomposed, because if they never took the body, most likely decomposed. But if I was gonna bring Raditz back, it would have been during the Android saga, because again, it didn't go anywhere.
I mean, for all we know, they literally could have.
They could have did it in Hero Hero if they wanted to. Like, hey, we've been sitting on this like Saiyan body. It's like, let's test out the physics and so, like, you know. But they don't think about these things because they're not hip to their own original continuity. So
it's really depressing to think about that Raditz's corpse is just rotting somewhere in a.
Well, no, dude, it's been years. It's done. It's bones. It's gone. It's yeah.
That's depressing. Holy shit.
So was Nappa. Well, no, Nappa got blown up. So yeah, at least Nappa got blown up.
Nappa blown to smithereens. Rash is just a fucking skeleton with a fucking
in the original
hole.
No, it's been 50 years. It's done. It's gone. It's completely decomposed.
You think it's gone? I don't know. I feel like
remember it's been over. It
would keep the skeleton like a lot more intact though.
But over 20-something plus years, I don't think so. I think everybody. Remember, if it hasn't been eaten, that's what I'm saying. Animals and stuff. They got no qualms with eating, but you know, saying probably more nutrients actually when you think about it. But
that's fucking depressing. Holy shit.
Yeah, well,
like Raditz is one of my favorite characters.
He's one of my favorite characters, but I'm just, you know, not denying reality.
I feel like if you brought this up to Masako, he would have like an existential crisis.
Well, no, even Moscow brought it up when he was trying to bring back Raditz. He was like, you know, his body wasn't going anywhere, you know, decomposed. And like, you know. Because I talked to Moscow, I was like, Moscow, you should do a thing where I forgot what I told him, but he's still making his own stuff. He said it was a good idea.
Oh man, if you could ask him when the hell the next season of Revelation F is gonna come out, that'd be great.
I don't know. He writes his own stuff. I don't freaking know what he does. Like, he be focusing on his what if stories, and I don't want to mess with that because I binge watch his stuff, and I just gave him an idea like you know what if the idea was what if Cooler took Goku and Frieza kept Vegeta, and they use them like Pokemon, basically. So Cooler raises Goku under his umbrella, right? Just like so he intercepts the ship, right? Because he was the reason why Goku lives. But this time he intercepts the ship. And he's like, okay, you got your sand. Well, I got my sand, and he's raised under the Cooler umbrella, like him.
So basically, he's like, brother Jewish, you have your monkey, I have mine. Let's see who's monkey.
And knowing how they are with their relationships, they're gonna try it, you know. Yeah. And Cooler is a much more lenient boss than Frieza. That's what I also like. Cooler would be much more tolerable and lenient. Yeah, he's still a dick and stuff like that, but I still like he'd treat Goku with a little bit more respect. In respect of power, because he does respect power.
I mean, he certainly was being a lot more forgiving of his fucking men, like when they were starting to give him lip.
Dude, imagine Goku being part of that force and not to deal with the Ginyu Force. So like Vegeta gets alienated by the Ginyu Force, but Cooler's Force actually accepts Goku.
Yeah, man, like, I'll be real with you, the only person on the Cooler Force that I actually found somewhat cool was Salza.
Yeah, I mean he had a lightsaber. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. Like I'm saying it can make the Force better with Goku, maybe more bring out the personality, because Goku has that personality, or at least, well, he's still evil at this point. But so the trade-off is Goku doesn't get any mastered forms. He doesn't get Kaioken. He doesn't get his. He doesn't learn from Roshi or Kami or Popo. But he still has the same biology. He's still Son-Goku Goku and still can learn.
That's like, you know. And like the comparison with like Star Wars, like would you say like Frieza's more like Emperor Palpatine and Cooler's more like Vader?
I've made that comparison, but apparently Toriyama Frieza was inspired by realtors who would just take up land. He hates those people. So apparently that's what Cooler was inspired by basically realtors who would buy up property. He calls them the most evil people ever. And when you think about it, they're all taking up planets and property. So it's like, Lady Guru, yes, it's Goku Day in Pickle today. So happy. This is definitely helping me. Oh my god. But yeah, apparently he hates those people. He calls realtors like the most evil people. That's why Frieza, the Saiyans are buying up property and land. That's what they were inspired by. I did make that comparison though. I made the Hitler comparison, I made the Stalin comparison, but yeah, that's what it actually was inspired by. It's like, wow.
Fucking Toriyama just hates realtors.
He hates like businessmen, Japanese businessmen that will buy up properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like rent them out at exorbitant prices.
So that's why we have Frieza. We just clean up the planet and then put them on the market for selling. Remember, put them on the market for selling. That's an interesting way to make these characters. You know what? That you never know what like certain characters will be inspired by. You never know. So, hey, Virgil. Shout out to my man Brian. I miss Ginyu's voice actor. The original, obviously, a narrator for Dragon Ball, who was amazing, but loved his Ginyu, man.
Yeah.
God, I miss him. God, I miss him.
The new one's not bad, but
He's not. Yeah, he's just too light in tone. Whereas, I don't know. This one had such a distinct voice. And again, I loved how he did his voice. Plus, I look Milky Cannon. How he does his voice. Milky Cannon. Anyway, he's the original narrator for Dragon Ball too, so I also know him as that as well.
I really did love like Team 4 Star's interpretation with the Ginyu's voice.
I do too. Like I like that too. Like making him very professional too. Like they didn't really change Jace's voice because you can't change that voice. Like none of them needed changing, but the changes that they did made actually still fits the characters and the voices though. Raccoon becoming a wrestler.
Raccoon was cool.
Becoming a wrestler. Godo's voice was pretty interesting as well. It was just lighter, but it somehow worked. Jace's voice didn't change. Burter's voice didn't change. What they
like they just put the most obnoxious voice.
They just kind of made it just obnoxious.
I feel like Raccoon's is a little less obnoxious now because no, it's not just sound like this. You know?
I like that voice though, cause it's so stupid, but he's so strong, but it's so stupid. It's so bad you had to turn traitor on us. But I like that because he's so stupidly strong, so it annoys the hell out of you. Remember, he snapped Gohan's neck. He snapped the 5-year-old's neck. But this is my thing, though. People want to get mad at Goku for giving Cell a senzu bean, but y'all had no problem with Gohan wanting to go to fucking Namek say Piccolo, despite him being 5 years old.
No, I had a problem with fucking Piccolo wanting to go to Namek after they spent the entire arc trying to revive his ass.
But to be fair, he was trying to save Gohan. I understand. I mean, to be fair, they needed him, though. They would have been dead if he didn't show up. Let's be real.
Terrible, like, you did it. You revived me in the drawing.
And remember, Piccolo wants to see his own planet. Remember, for years he thought he was an alien. Remember, Piccolo was confused at this point. He didn't really he wanted to know his heritage, so it makes sense. Like Piccolo wanted.
He almost died again.
I get that, but remember, the pros outweigh the cons. Like, if he doesn't go there, maybe they could wish him back, but Frieza still lives. And Frieza probably will kill Goku. He'll probably remember, if Piccolo doesn't show up to stall, Gohan's done, Vegeta's done, Krillin's done, Dende's done. Goku doesn't heal fast enough, so he's gonna blow up the planet. So we needed Piccolo to add that, to stall for a bit, and he did live, and he got to see his ancestry, and we got Nail, the fusion of Piccolo and Nail. It
was a calculated risk, but I still think that was like when I was a kid, I felt like that was the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah. I didn't, because like I said, knowing Piccolo's character, he deserves to see his planet. Like, that was a big thing, especially if you're a Dragon Ball fan. Like, Piccolo and Kami thinking they were demons, them learning about their heritage.
Have we seen, like, Piccolo interact with Namekians, like, out on, like, Namek? Like, normally? Not like, going there to, experience his culture.
That'd be kind of nice. But, like, his only one was, like, because by the time he got there, they were all dead. But they were there. No, he didn't associate because they did stay. Remember, they stayed on planet Earth for like a year, like a year or so.
Yeah, but
and he was just kind of avoiding them. So it's like, but I think he did stay with Dende. He did interact with Dende a lot, so I guess that counts.
Dende's the only one he's interacted with.
Well, the Nail aspect,
And Nail, maybe Elder Mori to an extent. Who knows?
Yeah, so he wasn't so bad. Why did Kami come down though? Why did Kami come down to interact with them? Think about it, like, Kami's alive, this is around that time period. What the hell, Kami?
I don't think Kami really was that interested in
No, he was interested, like he would be the most interested, actually. That's my thing, because Kami was very interested, like, when he found this revelation out. It's like, dude, you should have been the most ecstatic. Like, Water Mob, have a good time.
I mean, maybe his duties as a guardian of Earth.
What the hell is he doing? It's peaceful. No. Be honest with me. As a guardian, he's supposed to protect the Earth, but what the hell is he actually doing?
Oh,
I
darling.
mean, he watches from his big tower.
So Popo can't do that? So Popo wasn't left. Popo wasn't left alone doing that crap. He can't take a few seconds to leave Popo, because Popo's very responsible. We know Popo keeps. Dude, he's been keeping up after Kami, right? So tell me he can't take a few days to come down to say hello to his ancestry. Popo will be fine watching things. Give me a fucking break. Guardian my ass. Dude, like T4 said, the first chance he got, he wanted to give it to Goku. The first chance he got. So I don't want to hear that crap.
Oh, this is fucking Toriyama's.
I'm just saying, like, he could have said hello to... And, like, because remember, they know of Kami and stuff. And, dude, I wanted to see him interact with Guru before he died. Because they referenced Kami during that. It's like, it would have been nice to, like, see Kami come down there and interact with Guru just to, like, ask about, like, stuff. Like, that would have been a cool moment, seeing one Guardian to another. Like, he's the Guardian of Earth and, like, I feel like that was a missed opportunity.
Garlic Jr. ever canon? No, but honestly, he could be canon as long as it doesn't.
The movies, like I said, back in the day, yes, but they retconned it now. But back in the day, everything was canon. Like, everything was, and I love the Garlic Jr.'s arc, actually. Again, my favorite dub is the Ocean dub. The Ocean dub is the funniest dub of the Nikki Pepper Gingerbread Tutti Frutti Pepperoni. Nikki's my favorite character. Children mustn't eat those because they see things. Gohan, you will become my disciple. Soon you'll be as strong as those three over there. It's like, I love the ocean dub of Dead Zone, man.
It's so good.
Like, Peter Kalima's did an amazing guy. Like, don't get me wrong, the Funimation dub was fine, but nah. I actually can see the ocean dub was better for Dead Zone. Like, oh man. That one, like, normally I like the ocean dub, but I love the Funimation dub more, but this one holds a special place in my heart. I can see that one was so good.
Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you think? Okay, who do you think was a bigger menace in Dragon Ball? Right. So I'm
Right.
gonna give you two options here:
Okay.
Z-Broly
Broly.
or Majin Buu, all his forms.
All his form, Broly. I still think Broly was just more of a menace. I think like Kid Buu and all them, like, they were all menaces, but they were very smart and methodic. Broly was smart and methodic, but he just did not give no fucks. Like, I actually would compare Kid Buu more closer because, you know, Kid Buu just said, fuck this planet, you know? And then went to the after... But then again, if you're adding Kid Buu, he went to the afterlife and beat the crap out of every... That's a legendary feat. But then again, you got Broly just taunting this alien race and just right in their face, blowing up their planet. Having all the Saiyans who are stronger... Like I said, the movie counterparts are stronger than their original counterparts, and he's just... beating just no difficulty in all of them, using Goku as a damn tramp. I've never seen somebody though get disrespected, like in terms of disrespect, like the Z Fighters did, the way Broly did. It's a tough one in that sense. Like,
It's a tough one.
I'm
but,
still gonna go with Broly because just
like-
god damn, how much do you love your son?
I love that line. That's my favorite.
Because again, Broly's talking shit. Kid Buu doesn't talk shit. Broly talks shit throughout the whole thing. That's what works
But
for
I will
me.
say, like, you gotta realize also, like, if we're talking like Fat Buu, right? Fat Buu
Has some
pops out,
feats, yeah.
starts getting taunted by his own
Deborah,
master,
really.
Then Buu just says, "I bet," fucking gouges out his eyes, kicks him, knocks him down. Something that took Gohan 3 episodes to do.
Like, I know, I'm not saying,
And
like,
then fucking turned him
I,
into a cookie and ate him in one bite.
again, like, fucking turns, like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, which was, like, disrespectful. Like, Boo was more playful, though. You still
then-
have these playful moments where you realize how, like, he could be turned. And then you have Evil Boo, which is one of my favorite Boos, Super Boo,
you got
who
fucking
just
Super
human
Boo, fucking-
human devastation. But that's nothing we haven't seen before, human devastation. We've seen all life
No,
get
but,
killed before,
like,
but he did it in a cool way, though.
He did it in a very cool way.
In a very
The scene
cool
that
way.
I'm referring to with Super Boo, like the scene that I'm referring to with
But I'll
Super
say
Boo,
this:
when
all
he's
of them,
waiting-
all of them had remorse. Fat Boo, Super Boo, they all still had, like, remember, he doesn't kill Hercule. Broly had no type of mercy for anybody. Only one who had no mercy was Kid Boo, and even then, he didn't talk shit when he did it. But that afterlife beating feat is still so good. I will admit that. Like, that, man, yeah.
No, man, but like, when Super Boo was waiting the hour to fight Gotenks, right? And fucking Chi-Chi, stupidly, I might add, decides to
It's stupid,
slap
but I
him.
understand her. Remember, Chi-Chi don't give a fuck who you are. It was stupid, but she's still a parent.
No,
What
just
I
think
would have
it's
done,
such a
why? This is my thing though. I don't care that Chi-Chi did it. As a parent, remember, all logic and reasoning when your child's dead. She doesn't give a fuck if she gets killed, but she wasn't thinking about like somebody should have back chopped her ass. Why didn't
No, I
nobody
know.
back chop her ass? You knew
I know,
Chi-Chi.
but-
Remember, the second he showed up, she was wanting to beat his ass. She didn't give a shit
know,
who you
man.
are. Like, Chi-Chi has no fucks to give. But my thing is, somebody should know this is how she is. She don't give a shit if you're Beerus, you're Zeno, you're this is her personality. We know that.
No, I know. I'm not talking about.
It was
Chi-Chi
stupid. I'm not saying
really
I'm not saying it wasn't stupid. It was stupid, but I get why she did it. I'm just saying, why wasn't nobody stopping her?
No, I know. I'm just not talking about like her act of slapping Super Boo. No, the thing that made this man a menace was that after she slapped him,
You like
he
eggs?
just goes, "Do
You
you
like
like
eggs?"
eggs?" Turned her to an egg and then smashed her.
Did,
in
like
front
it
of
wasn't
Goten.
shit. Like, dude, I want to see how Team Farsight would handle that because they foreshadowed it. I mean, give it some time. You're hanging with the right crowd.
This man just went, "Do you like eggs?" Turned her into egg and smashed her. That shit is some Black Force energy if I've ever seen it.
But like I said, remember, he while he was Piccolo, Dude, no. Black Force Energy is making somebody who's part of the Black Force Energy and Vegeta look like a little bitch just on presence alone. Kid Buu never did that. On presence alone, Vegeta, his whole like, nah, he'll kill us all. Like, think about that. We know how Frieza doesn't do this to him. And we know how much he's been under Frieza. And somehow, like, that's a legendary feat right there. Making Vegeta a little bitch.
I'm just like, Kid Buu ran everyone's fate, man. He ran Goku's fate. He ran Vegeta's fate. He ran everybody he's ever killed his fate. He ran his own fate.
That is true. Like I said, Broly ran everybody's fate too as well. Again, using it walks through it like, you know how Cooler like went through a Kamehameha. Broly stood there and took the Kamehameha full force. Like, is that all you got, bruh?
I mean, also Cooler did that.
Cooler flew through it. Broly stood there and took it. Like, that's my thing. Like, he stood there, point blank, like, that tickled. Like, my favorite Cooler moment is actually not, like, his form, it's Metacooler. He literally took Goku out of instant transmission into the warp space that he was in and took him out of it. That's a better feat than him, like, swimming through the Kamehameha. No. Goku's instant transmission, you know how hard it is? Like, because he goes through different dimensions to go where he's at. Cooler took him out of the dimension and fucking beat his ass. That's a legendary feat right there for Cooler.
I mean, another fucking legendary feat for Broly, I'm just gonna say, is when he fucking trick shot a planet just to fuck with the alien.
I already said that. That's some Black Force energy, like, in their faces, too. Like... No, like, all of them running up, he's just like, nope, 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 nope. You can't, like, beat me. Like you cannot, like, that, again, like, that. They're both menaces. They both earned their stripes.
The man literally squashed his own father like an orange.
But then, like, this shows, like, his father was the trigger for his force. Like, yeah, there are definitely two different bros. It's like, where you going, bro? Killed by the son who once saved your life. Yeah, that's some... irony. Ugh. Got it. My head hurts.
So many fucking Black Force energy moments in Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, Frieza has some of the most Black Force energy, like, again, licking his lips while fucking crushing Gohan's skull. Fucking, as Vegeta's doing his mom, kills Vegeta, kills Krillin, damn near kills Piccolo, fucking toying with Piccolo with his xenomorph form. Freaking, like, look what he did to the kid. Dude, the first time you see Frieza, and what Frieza does is just, wow. Killing babies, like everybody's like, oh, Anakin, he killed children. Frieza did it, like, it just in his first
Now that we're talking about it, like, what's the most Black Force energy thing Cell has done besides drink people?
Some of the most, like, let's see, what he did to 17.
I think he has the weakest Black Force energy feats out of all the DBZ villains.
With him, I mean, what he did to Vegeta was pretty Black Force, like, literally making Vegeta believe that he won and then just fucking growing his limbs back. Absorbing 18, you know how much Krillin loved 18. Beating the crap out of 16 and then stepping on 16. After 16, Spirit the moment, like, man, fuck you. Like, I think he does have the weakest, but he's still, don't get me wrong, like, Cell's still... I like that he has, like, the personalities of everybody. So his ego ultimately was his undoing. And like I said, Cell really would have won if he wasn't getting distracted. Because it took, like, they had to come up with so much plot convenience to not kill Cell. I'm just gonna say it. They had to come up with a lot of shit for Cell to lose. No. His most badass Black Force energy was his first intra fucking induction. He looks at Piccolo. Again, that's still, like, more than what Frieza, Cooler, or any of these guys did. Is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. When he walks up, drinks a guy, and you see his body dissolves. That's the most creepiest thing in all of Dragon Ball, in my opinion.
You know what? You're right.
I have to give Cell that. Like, his first introduction is... Gotta give him that. Like, if anything else is weak, that's his best, like, Black Force, like... Nah, bruh. That's some creepy ass shit. Cannot let that one slide. I love how they keep cells in this game just like the original Japanese, because the original Japanese cell doesn't have 3 voice actors. So as an homage to that, they have Cell has just his original voice acting for all 3 forms as a little nod.
Oh yeah, that scene as well, like that moment where they think that Cell is defeated or something, and he just shoots a fucking laser beam through the
Trunk. Oh, the trunk, and how he shows back up too. That's some Black Force energy, yeah. So yeah, he has
He has some pretty decent ones.
He
He
has
doesn't
some-
have as many as like Frieza. or
But
Boo,
the ones that do hit
quality.
does put him in the same category. Like I said, that introduction, I'll take that over any Black Force energy that Broly and any of these guys did. That was some creepy ass shit. Like, I had never seen anything like that. I've never seen a guy fully puncture somebody's hole and dissolve their entire essence while looking at you. Looking at you.
Didn't break eye contact.
Did not break eye contact. And the guy is dissolved. That's some shit. God damn. So I think his other moments are more like the Trunk, like those 2 are some of his best ones, but his best ones hit hard as anybody I've ever seen. I'll say that much. I do think overall, constructually speaking, that Frieza, Boo, and Broly has more better feats, but he has some of the most he has some of the most badass Black Force energy. Like, man. Again, just on the introduction alone, that's one of the best introductions I've ever seen to Dragon Ball.
This Cell is a fucking menace. Like even First Form Cell,
He's my
murdered, like,
First
another
Force Cell is probably my favorite
Time
version,
Bomb
honestly.
stuff.
I love Perfect Cell, Super Perfect Cell, but God, Perfect Cell, I don't know. Imperfect Cell was one of my favorite. Matter of fact, I want to get some action figures of these guys. Somebody give me money so I can buy action figures of Super Perfect Cell, Super Perfect Cell, and regulars. I want to play with these action figures again. I want to be a kid again. It's Goku Day, god dang it.
I really hope that when the new Tenkaichi comes out, that they do these scenes justice. Like you could play as First Form Cell versus Piccolo, and they'll even have his introduction be him showing up drinking the guy.
Again, they're kind
I
of.
want to.
I want to, but they're not as hardcore as they used to be. They're very safe because of the Japanese. I think the new laws for them, so they're not bare bones like they used to be. Blood is not a thing much anymore.
Sadly. I mean, who knows? The new game's being made by Dimps.
Yeah, because
Is it Dimps?
Dimps is horrible nowadays. This ain't like new Dimps is horrible. Like old Dimps was good, but
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Dimps did a really good job with Kakarot.
look, they did with Xenoverse though. We still ain't got no Xenoverse. Dude, the fact that we got a Tenkaichi 4 before Xenoverse 3 is crazy.
I mean, Tenkaichi 4 is a long time coming, though. Like,
I don't know if it was a long time coming because they were done with the series 15 years ago. I'm not saying I'm not happy. Like, I have no opinion because I ain't seen no gameplay. So everybody can get happy all they want, but me, as somebody who's experienced their recent works, I don't get excited unless I actually see gameplay. Just you dropping the name for nostalgia purposes ain't gonna do shit for me. Like,
honestly,
they could drop a Budokai 4 and I still wouldn't like, yeah,
the
okay,
ultimate-
I'll wait.
I'd say the ultimate combination game, like Dragon Ball game, could be all the cinematics are done by Dimps, but all the gameplay is handled by Arc System Works. That would be the best game.
I just think they're playing on our nostalgia right now when we haven't even seen gameplay yet. Like chill, guys. I get it. I understand, but it's like, we ain't seen nothing yet. This could be a disaster. Y'all don't even know yet.
No, they're definitely not going to have the roster size of the old Tenkaichi series. That was the whole point of it.
Maybe they could, maybe
So-
they couldn't. I'm just saying, reserve judgment a little bit before you like blow your load on this.
No, I know. I'm trying not to get too excited over it, but man.
Like, now look, if they come out with some badass gameplay and they come out with something, then you know what? I'll change my tone. I just like to see something first before getting excited about it.
I just want them to include like a huge roster that has like really obscure characters. Like I want them to put Ader.
I want
them
character
to put
creation in
Blue.
general. I want good, solid character creation of making your own character with crazy ass designs and stuff like that. With good voice acting, like dedicate an actual legit voice act, like in Mass Effect, and make a story behind it. I want some original. No, Xenoverse 2 does not do it credit. There's no original voice acting for that. I want Mass Effect levels of storytelling. You know, I don't want a rehash of the original scenes. I want new storylines, new characters, new scenes. Like, actually stop making rehashing the same storylines with just, oh, well, this time you're interjecting. Like, no, give me some new shit. They do it all the time with all their games. Hey, if they're gonna do it though, like if they're gonna rehash anything, rehash fucking Dragon Ball. That's what I thought.
They kind of did something unique with like Raging Blast 2. We had Hachiya.
Kinda, but all I'm saying is I want like modern day, like you know how I love Deception, because Deception gave us an original character, original voice acting. You get to interact with all the old characters, but it was a new story. It was its own thing, you know. I want Dragon Ball to have that. Like, I'm not saying Goku and them can't be involved in all that. Yes, involve them, but have a new original storyline with actual, you know, and a dedicated created character voice acting. Like, you know, actual character that, you know, an actual voice actor that's gonna play this character, and then you see his journey throughout. It's not just Kamehameha, like, you know, just random bits and shit. Like, give me actual voice acting.
Well, I mean, like, what kind of character you envision here? Like
I don't know. Like
I
that.
mean, you say create your own, but would it be like a Dragon Ball Heroes type of story that you'd want? Like a universe type story where you're gonna have to pick your race.
No, I want them to just make their own like original that's look. I'm not gonna be inside of the character creation, the story creation. I just want them to make something more unique that isn't a rehash of like everything. Like go through this storyline in there, or go through this storyline. Heroes was interesting. I'll admit that. But I want, or honestly, I want a more grounded version of Dragon Ball. Like actually, like to be honest, if I want to go through Dragon Ball, I want to go through Dragon Ball under a new character, and have him go through the journey with the gang. Like you don't play as kid, like you can unlock them later on, but I want to go through the Red Ribbon Army storyline. I want like if you're gonna go through a rehash, if anything, like if we have to rehash the story, right? Why not do Dragon Ball? They don't do Dragon Ball enough. They only do Z, and honestly, I want to see something else. I want to see, because I don't think Dragon Ball gets enough love, especially as an adventure game. Yeah. Like I love Dragon Ball because it was grounded in reality, like within its own story. Like flying in Dragon Ball was like a rarity, so like that should be like a thing. So if we're going through like the Dragon Ball story, this is what I thought Kakarot was gonna be, where you can run around and shit. Like flying Nimbus would be like a key travel using the Capsule Corps. Flying should be like the most rarest thing you get at the end of it, and then you can like do versus mode. You can like go through like the storyline, but I would do it like as interjecting a character, a created character, and have him go through the journey with Goku. So you get to fight alongside him with the Red Ribbon Army. But he also has his own side plot lines that you can do, so to keep it more interesting. Like there's a lot of things you could do with Dragon Ball. This is why I say Dragon Ball is more fun, because people don't even watch the show, so this can reintroduce them to to the show, and you can make some interesting plot points within it.
I mean, if you want to inject like a original character into like the original Dragon Ball story,
hey, they did it in fucking Xenoverse at this point, so what's...
I know, but I feel like the only way they're gonna be able to do that is if like you're playing through like Goku's memories that are like stored in a fucking museum vault or some shit like that. You know, that's the type of shit.
They can, like I said, if they can do it with Xenoverse, they can come up with a plot convenience to do it. All I'm saying is, it's possible, and I just want something Dragon Ball related and not just Dragon Ball Z related. Because again, if I'm gonna make like an adventure game, Dragon Ball is the go-to for that. Do it with Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of weird how we got a Z game before an OG Dragon Ball game.
Yeah, they don't do
like,
it with Dragon Ball.
Like with Kakarot, like
I thought Kakarot was going to be. I thought they were going to start with Dragon Ball and go into DBZ. I mean,
we're getting OG Dragon Ball content in the form of DLC. We're getting the World Martial Arts tournament. We're getting that, you know, with Piccolo Jr. But who knows? Honestly, like they've been kind of rehashing the same story for years.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want the same rehash anymore.
Honestly, I'm just hoping that, you know, for the new Tenkaichi game, what I want them to reintroduce is the what if stories. Like, you know, the old games had them. They had like, you know, what if Raditz lived, or what if Vegeta.
Hell,
went
that's a
extinct
good. So,
first?
what if Dragon Ball game actually? And they have the characters, they have the voice actors. Do it.
Or at least like, make an arcade ladder, but each character has their own unique story, like in the old Budokai and Tenkaichi games. And they could be what if stories, like you play the entirety of Raditz, you get to experience Goku's journey, but as Raditz because he lives. Maybe things are certainly different. What if you got to play the entirety of the game as Cell, get his different endings or story? You know what I mean?
What it
Well,
like remember in Budokai, like Budokai had the what ifs. He absorbs Krillin. Like he absorbs Krillin. He got, dude, that was such a good one. That was a good. Or what if like Hercule won the tournament, the Cell games? That was great. Like, that was,
stuff like that.
yeah, I'll take some what if storylines. Yeah, and like they're canon what if storylines too. So this is what would have happened. I will say this though, like we were talking about Budokai. Budokai 2 has the best box cover.
It does.
It does. I can see to that. They definitely have the best box cover. That, the one with, like, you know, with Vegeta on the, oh, that's so good. Yeah.
What if Frieza / Cell joining the Z Fighters? Yeah. I would make more of an argument for Cell joining them, though.
No, it makes sense because Cell has their personalities. He'd be much more, even if he hated Gohan, he always respected Goku. Like, he has a certain level of respect for, like, anybody that's a part of him. That's why I said Cell, but they don't want to draw them damn lines on them spots. But when you think about it, like, Cell has a lot of respect for the Z Fighters.
Yeah, that's the thing with Cell, though. Like, in order for he's very amiable as long as you play into his ego.
Because that's Vegeta and Frieza's ego. And remember, he has those Frieza cells, but they're much more controlled than Frieza himself. You know, he'd still be tempered by Goku and Gohan and Piccolo, and like he still has these guys their cells. So naturally, he could be working with people that are part of him.
He's also very patient. Like,
oh yeah.
Dude waited days to fight Goku.
Again, and he still has enough respect. He was pissed when Goku didn't want to do the fight. Like, he has that much respect for Goku.
Like, Cell is at least the most accommodating villain out of all of them. Didn't fuck with him, didn't fuck with Earth for days until like his tournament was ready.
Well, Boo was accommodating, but he was impatient.
Yeah, Boo was impatient. He was gonna wait the hour, but then he
got
halfway through. He was like, "Fuck this."
Well, and Super Boo, Fat Boo was accommodating. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll wait. Are they really strong? The strong, yes. I miss back when they used to flip you off in Dragon Ball.
Oh my god. Goddamn, Fat Boo was a fucking monster from what I remember.
Oh,
like, he would lifted up people, like...
Look what he did to Bibbidi. No, the Bibbidi death was the most darkest death. Like, all you saw was blood splatter. Like, that was crazy when he did that. Like, you knew it was coming, but when it happened, it was like, wow.
Like, I gotta say, like, people make fun of Fat Boo, saying he's like,
I don't.
That man was a fucking monster.
No, Boo, like Toriyama made contradicting characters. That's why we have Zeno. He loves to make contradicting characters.
Like, Boo lifted up entire towns, turned one entire town into candy, ate the candy, spat out the candy, destroyed the entire town. Went to another town, turned everyone into chocolate, ate all the chocolate.
Even when he met like the kid, he turned somebody into milk for him.
Went to another town, turned everyone into clay, and then built a house out of them. Turn
Damn, John Wick, you killed his dog.
them. Oh my god. He literally took a shit inside of someone. That's how much of a monster he is.
Again, the candy beam is one of the most broken abilities that he has.
But it was really nice seeing his friendship with Hercule and like how he finally.
I love how his first friendship was with the blind kid. Never visit him ever again.
No.
Never.
And you can't forget the handsome Boo.
You women don't know what you want. He's not wrong. He's like, how is Boo gonna compete with body image? He's not wrong though. But then, let's waste him in Super. Let's give him this, like, slim him down and never use him. You dirty motherfucker.
Dude, he looks so cool when like.
Cause they know he would have been a menace.
They had like that half shot of his face when he was frowning, just like Super Boo. I'm like, oh my god, yes. And then they fucking wasted him just to bring back Frieza. I'm like, fuck.
Could have been, like I said, if not Cell, Boo would have been fine.
That's the only reason they didn't put Boo into the Tournament of Power.
I
He's
think
too OP.
he would have been too OP. But then again, Jiren has enough strength to overpower Boo. Because even if he turns Jiren into candy, as we know, if you're strong enough, you can overcome that. But then again, how would he turn him back? He would have to like piss Boo off to turn him back. But then again, Boo might not even hit him. He might not even be able to hit him with the candy beam. But it's everybody else I'm worried about. Everybody else, say for Jiren and a few others, like, yeah, Boo would be too OP.
It wasn't even for his like offensive capabilities that he'd be too OP. It's just his supportive capabilities, like his ability to heal people and restore energy.
Oh yeah,
His ability
like,
to
yeah.
make multiple copies of himself
Self.
that count as their own entities.
Like,
So even
again,
if he was knocked out, they would still be a Boo in the ring. You know?
mm-hmm.
He's so fucking broken. But I really wanted to see him used. Like,
But why don't they
I feel
just?
like
But there were
Joey-
other characters that had like some broken abilities that could, like, again, like Boo can't stop time. Like you could, there are ways you could have done it. I just think he would have been like taking out at least 80% of the people there.
Oh yeah. Jacob said the blind kid made an amusement park for Boo's kids and had them for free labor in Dragon Ball Online. Yeah, I forgot about Dragon Ball Online, but Jesus Christ, the only reason there is the Majin race is because Boo decided he wanted to fuck himself. He fucked himself and created a whole race.
All because of a dirty magazine. It was something about like, yeah, because he didn't know.
Boo! Boo's such a menace.
This is my last run. I cannot focus when I'm fighting Cell.
No, definitely not when we're talking about fucking Majin Buu. Good lord, people will shit on the Buu arc, saying it's like worse than.
It's
the
overdone.
Cell
I will
arc.
say that it's overdone, and yeah, I'll say,
It's
but
overdone.
there's a lot of stuff that I like in that arc. Make no mistake about it.
I love the humor in the Majin Buu arc.
I'll take the
I
Buu arc
love
over
that.
any arc in fucking Super. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Over anything that Super's produced. Over the gas arc, over all that arc, because that's, you want to talk about overdone and unpaced work, like.
Bro, the gas arc is fucking terrible. Like, I actually liked the concept of Granola as a character, and then they just dumped him to the wayside for fucking gas. Really?
But I'm torn on Black Frieza. I am so torn on Black Frieza.
The only cool thing about gas is the fact that Bardock kicked his ass.
Even then, I'm just like, okay, well, whatever.
And even that brings the question, how the fuck did Bardock, of all people, kick Gas's ass if the Gas at that point was like...
I guess he was
you
weak
know,
back, really weak back then, because they're trying to expand the galaxy, like... Because remember, that was years ago, so... Just like how Goku got strong and Vegeta got strong, and they were like, what, low-class warriors and stuff like that.
I think they're just starting to retcon, like, Bardock's actual strength.
Well, that wouldn't be shocking to me.
Like, it said that Bardock was, like, almost on par with King Vegeta.
Yeah, almost
That
at
I can believe
10,000. Well, that which is believable at the time, you know, because he was a mid-class warrior. Now he was getting into like he was outdoing elites. This actually, you know, buffed Frieza's suspicion, even though that's retcon now. So it's like.
No, yeah, no, of course. Frieza's wanting to annihilate the Saiyans. Nah, it was just Beerus's order.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. Beerus was not a thing. It never been a thing. I don't buy that. Even if you watch OG Dragon Ball, that makes no sense. Or OG Dragon Ball Z, in any concept, it makes no goddamn sense.
They're just giving Beerus more importance than...
Look, and I like Beerus, but it's starting to piss me off when they kind of do that shit. Like, I do like the Beerus character, I like Whis' character, but they're also a detriment to the show at times. And they're technically the last Dragon Ball Z made characters.
I feel like Toriyama is writing himself into a corner, and then
Is he even Toriyama? Because I think I could have sworn some of this is Torotaro as well.
Oh, this is definitely mostly Toyotaro's fault. Like, the entire... Like, Toriyama will give him notes, but how the manga, like, flows, and, like, that's all Toyotaro. I hated the gas arc. That shit did not flow well.
I like Moro because he was doing, like, different abilities. I like what he was offering, but he really was... but, he's a carbon copy of Cell Freeze. Yeah, that's kind of the point.
No, you see, Moro was cool when he was the old goat wizard. The moment he became a Cell copy, that's when I was done with it.
It didn't shock me though. Like Moro's like forms didn't shock me, but I like the old goat part though. I will agree. I liked his goat forms better, and I liked his abilities.
Because the way he fought when he was like,
dude, give me a Odin or Thor level kind of like god. Like that's gonna be interesting. Like give me like those kind of levels of gods in Dragon Ball, with like these cosmic abilities and shit.
Like, it's really saddening how villains nowadays keep getting defaulted back to Cell or Boo. And
well, to be fair, you could argue Boo was just a Cell copy in terms of abilities, because a lot of what Boo did, Cell could do. It's just they just kind of dialed it to 100. It's just they added a margin aspect to it. Well, no, what I'm saying is like a lot like they gave a few things to make Boo distinct, but like think about it. Hey, he can transform. That's from Frieza. Cell can transform. That's from Frieza. Boo can do this. That's from Cell. It's like, but they all have. But I will say, design like the designs are very distinct. That's what I loved about Dragon Ball. Is like their character designs. Again, Cell has his own design. Goku has his own design. Frieza has his own design. Boo has his own design.
But you gotta admit, it's like really cool. Like the coolest difference about Boo compared to like Cell is that whereas Cell can absorb and Boo can absorb. When Boo absorbs, he literally takes on like the personalities and essences.
Well, that's the thing. Cell doesn't need to because it's built into his cellular structure. He has those personalities already. But the difference between Boo is he takes on the personalities on who he absorbs. That's kind of the difference. But you can still argue, like, you know, Cell was the combination of pretty much, you know, everybody else. So you can say Cell did it first.
Yeah, the combination of them. But
yeah.
Boo could just absorb fucking anyone and take on their
well,
power.
Cell could absorb anyone. He just doesn't need to. Once he got his forms, he didn't really need to. But he could just, like, you know, go around, absorb. This is what I like about Cell. Like, Cell doesn't, like, once he got all the energy needed, it lasts forever. And he's like Madara. All he needs to do is just go around and then do. And like I said, both Boo and Cell can copy abilities by just being around.
Boo is the copyright character. He's basically Kirby.
Well, no, like Cell can do it too. Remember, he was able to learn Goku's instant transmission by just being around him, and then Boo, by contrast, can do it by just watching them. But it's the same. It's the same aesthetic. Yeah. Like both can copy and stuff. It's like. That's why they compare Boo to Cell a lot, because like, but Boo still has enough hacks abilities to distinguish himself.
That's fair.
Like, but again, but let's be honest, both of them are copies of Frieza. Frieza was the first to do the whole quadruple transformation. Like, we both know that.
When it comes to Cell, I'm actually wondering, so did Cell have infinite energy because he absorbed
once he got his super perfect Cell, like, his stuff runs forever. Like, I don't think it was initial. Like, he had infinite energy once I think he got perfect Cell or infinite perfect Cell. He didn't have infinite stamina regenerate. Like, whereas I think that's conducive to the androids, but I think super perfect Cell was able to just have infinite. He didn't really need. Again, he never needed to absorb any more energy, so he should have had.
Like he should have gotten like infinite stamina, infinite energy. Just from
I just don't know if that was in it. That's what I'm saying. He should have gotten that, but yeah, he got tired. Like that's why Goku gave the sense of me because, like I said, people don't understand this. If Gohan beats the shit out of Cell at that point, let me ask you something. What's the first thing he did after Super Saiyan 2 Gohan beat the shit out of Cell? What did he do? What did he do? He tried to blow himself up. So what do you think he'll do if Gohan in Super Saiyan was going to beat his ass? That's why Goku gave him the Sensu Bean. It's like, nothing's going to change whether he gives him or not. He's still going to do it. It's just Goku wanted to make sure that Cell lost at his maximum. This is nothing new. He did it with Frieza. Now, did Goku miscalculate on Gohan's innate ability? Sure, but he was right, ultimately. It's like I love how people doubt Goku's abilities. A lot of his stuff works out, but but Piccolo gets the fucking wisdom. But he does the same thing in the goddamn superhero arc. So Piccolo gets a pass, but Goku does it.
Yeah.
That shit irks me with these people. So Piccolo's allowed to make mistakes and be right, but Goku's not. Even though Goku literally foreshadowed this throughout the entire time. That's why they didn't train. It's like, really?
I'm really starting to wonder, like I'm thinking about Cell in general. Like he has Piccolo's DNA, but the only thing we've ever seen come from that DNA is his regeneration.
But he did it to a much better degree, like a way better degree than Piccolo did. I mean, think about it, like as long as from a single cell he's able to regenerate. Piccolo gets bonus, but he ain't regenerated from that.
Well, I mean, didn't he regenerate from getting like smashed into pieces from stone?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think did they break their stuff? I'm trying to remember. Because when it comes to Piccolo, it only regenerates limbs, not full. I gotta look back at it because didn't their shit get smashed to pieces? I gotta remember. That is a good point.
I swear to God, I remember him getting smashed and then him regenerating from a bunch of broken shards.
Which is weird because Namekians aren't supposed to be able to regenerate from that. I think maybe that's why they're like, what? Super was rat guy. If Super was, there's a lot. I'm not saying they're good or bad retcons. There are good retcons. There are bad retcons. I mean, Goku's entire origin story was retcon in Dragon Ball Z, which was good because now we got Vegeta, Raditz, Frieza. You know, he wasn't some Saiyan, like he was just some mystical monkey boy.
I'm just wondering if Cell has any more Namekian abilities we've just never seen him use.
He does have like Piccolo's smarts, you know, just like how Boo did.
Oh, does he have? Has he used telepathy?
Yes, he actually used telekinesis.
Yeah, he actually.
Yeah, he actually used Frieza and Goku's like telekinesis. Like that's what I liked, you know. I was like, man. So you know, I guess it all just like depends on. I don't want to play it. I'm gonna move on. Something else.
Gonna move on.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I need water though.
Alright, you got me for maybe like another half hour, and then I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Let me exit this. I'll probably go for another 30 minutes. Alright, so let's see what do more. I could do Budokai, Budokai 2. What to do? I feel like let's play some Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I always love it. The reason why this game holds up so well because they did it in the comic book style, so that's that's why it holds up so well. Here, let me screen share so you can see it as well. Again, next to Spider-Man 2, like just under Spider-Man 2, is one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man games. Again, and it was released right around the same time period. Alright. Silver Sable was one of my crazy crushes in this game. Look at Ben 10 is the voice actor. What Hayner from Kingdom Hearts is the voice actor. And then Danny Phantom's VA is Human Torch, which is interesting. Did you guys ever read the Ultimate Spider-Man comics?
Honestly, I want to say I did read the comics, but I wasn't that big of a fan.
I enjoyed them for what they were. Yeah. Really wish they would have continued with Ultimate Spider-Man 2, because the game didn't do bad in sales.
Ooh, new subscribers! Ooh, new subscribers!
It's a little bit wonky. Maybe it's because I'm screen sharing. Let me test something.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Let me turn off screen share. I think it fixed up with my screen sharing. Yeah, a little bit. Gotta say, it looks good though. Ow!
Listen to me, Eddie. You're smarter
Yeah, it fixed the screen sharing. Yep. See ya. See ya. Again, this is why this holds up well, because again, it's comic book style. I love how they just jump off the panels. Not to mention, I gotta say, it looks really good once it's upscaled. Yeah, I played Dragon Ball Legacy of Goku and Legacy of Goku 2. Legacy of Goku was but Legacy of Goku 2 fixed a lot of issues. Come over here, big boy. No, you not.
It's killing me.
He walks into it. I do have a full Let's Play of this on the channel, so you guys can check it out. Ooh, they said the hell word. Disney won't like that. I'm not gonna lie. If I could have anybody's powers, I would love to have Spider-Man as abilities. This seemed like fun.
I mean, you'd be broken. Because like every time he fights his villains, he actually holds back.
I know. They wouldn't be broken. Like, there are people that can easily contend with Spider-Man. I'm more scared of his mind than his strength. Yes, his strength is very... His reflexes
His
are really
reflexes, though, I mean, like...
Yeah, but like I said, this guy almost destroyed all of reality once by just his brain alone. Again, he's smarter than Tony Stark. And we know what Tony can do.
I mean...
I'm more scared of Peter's mind than his strength. That's why he's able to rationalize a lot of things. Like, he's like Batman in that sense. Just like if Batman almost destroyed the entire multiverse. Like, well,
You can't say he's smarter than, like, Reed Richards, though.
Yeah, I can. I can say he's smarter than Reed Richards.
Peter is not smarter than Reed Richards.
Yes, I can. Again, the guy destroyed almost all of reality on top of that.
Reed has done that several times over.
I've seen that too, but I've also saw Spider-Man also destroyed, again, the Outerverse, not just the Marvel Universe, the universes outside the Marvel Universes. And Reed Richards is comparable with Tony. But then again, like, well, then again, hold on. Reed Richards is, all right. I'll say they're relative, god dang it, because I will concede Reed Richards.
It depends on what Reed Richards and what Peter you're talking about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on, then we'd have to go through all their versions, and that'll take forever. That is true. 1, 2, that does break the law. I wish that was a real thing in real life. Like, we could jump and then jump while in midair. I don't think that would break. I mean, it breaks the laws of physics, but those means were meant to be broken. I'll have to look into, like, their crazy, like, smart feats and stuff. Man, that's gonna be a lot of work. Web zipping is my favorite part of this game. Is web zipping. Like, the physics of web zipping is like what I like. The swinging's all right, but it's really the web zipping that I really like in this game. I think this game's issue is that the swing mechanics, you don't have a boost like you do in 2, and the map is much shorter than Spider-Man 2. Other than that, it's not too bad. Like, the webbing is like not as good as Spider-Man 2, but it's not bad either. It's one of the best ones I've seen. I also love like how you can, like, as you're flying around web zipping, he does all these crazy acrobatics. Like the fact you can hang people up from the web line, which is really unique. And you can do it in 2 as well, but I think it was easier in this game. Though it does get redundant and repetitive at times. What's up, baby? Want to do that kiss scene again? Hey, look, it's Shocker, the dumb version.
I can't see Shocker and not think about that scene from the animated cartoon series.
Yeah. Get off of me! I'm not a very friendly Spider-Man.
Shocker! Get
Back here! Don't you run from me! I'll chase you to the end of the earth!
This guy's a joke. I should just web him and call it a day.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite version. That one and obviously Spider-Man 2000 is my favorite voice actor for Spider-Man in general in any Spider-Man game. The animated version and the 2000s game, which they both sound similar, which is crazy. My favorite scene from the video game is him and Venom. Sorry, Spidey, our bad. Surf the web, surf the web. Ah, web him up, nice. So I just.
You know, I'm still hoping one day we get like a continuation of Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, I enjoyed Spectacular Spider-Man as well.
It was so good, and we were left on a cliffhanger.
Yep. At least the anime series got a definitive ending, technically. I mean, I think my favorite scene from this anime series is when we got to meet Stan Lee. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Get away from me, you freak.
Well, fuck you too, you ungrateful bit. Next time I won't save you. Have the Human Torch save you.
Man, I really hope the new Insomniac game is just as fun. Like I want to see what they can do like with the black suit.
MTV Spider-Man? Oh god.
TV Spider-Man. Nah, my favorite Spider-Man is fucking Japanese Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Yes, Japanese Spider-Man is great.
Yo, Spidey!
Danny Phantom.
World famous Fantastic Four.
Yes, that is Danny Phantom's voice actor.
I can't be in Queens. I have to be here. You go save the world. Oh, I got a better idea. What do you say, we'd race around Queens?
I want to date your sister if that happens.
Line a streak of fire. Ooh, you can beat me? I do believe that's what I'm saying. Then I've got two words for you. Bring it on.
Did he's a Phantom. Human Torch. Yo, Danny Phantom, he was Human Torch and he's going for it. God, this used to be so hard for me back in the day because I had to learn the layout of the map.
Help you if I gave up.
Could the map stop going all over the place?
Also, the web swinging wasn't really the best.
Like, it's not bad, it's just like, God, could this map thing not, like...
Honestly, this kind of reminds me of the fucking Superman 64 rings.
Yeah, but the movement of this game is much better.
Much better than Superman 64.
Like, yeah, like I said, it's not Spider-Man 2 levels of good, but it's not bad. Like, it's definitely something you can get used to. It's not
Spider-Man 2 is fucking revolutionary.
Like I said,
for its
Pete.
time.
Like I said, no, I can still, in my opinion, the best web sling. Everybody wants to suck off for it's good, but the mechanics are easy to figure out. I love you can do pretty much anything in 2. Like people would literally like test the mechanics, like just go all over the place just to test how far you can go with the mechanics, and it's still crazier.
Yeah, that's the thing with Spider-Man 2 that I really like. It's that the swinging is actually physics/momentum based, whereas Insomniac's is a little bit more scripted. So you can actually get some insane speed in Spider-Man 2.
I can't get that in 4. I still think 4 has some good control, like in terms of its gripping, but I can't I don't feel like I can do everything free. Like I said, it's very scripted and very controlled, which is fine. But in 2, I feel like I could do anything. Especially with its boost. I love its boost system. Speedball! That's fast. I love the whipping system in Ultimate Spider-Man because, again, you can do that, get a nice little bump, jump boost with it. But sometimes, like, you feel like the momentum is too much, so it can whip you whip you forward almost too much. Like this, I hate the camera.
It's so disorienting.
Yeah. This might be just the emulation though, because I don't remember that character.
You're faster than I thought. Now I own you. Yeah, whatever.
Hello,
Wanna
officially,
race
Linky.
again, look me up. I'm usually hanging out
Yo,
in
Johnny
that
Blaze, he was just 14.
Yo, Johnny Blaze, he was just 14. That's a good one. Again, the second, like, I remember the second race being so difficult. Like, how does it go from this to, like, the second race being so difficult because those turns and those, and then, like, you
Wait,
have
that
to-
was Johnny. Oh, you're right, Johnny Storm. I'm thinking of. Oh,
yeah.
you're right. You
Johnny
got me there,
Storm.
Dakota. I'm not a real Fantastic Four fan.
You
got
are
me.
not. You failed. You fucking failed.
You got me. Fuck. I just had a brain fart moment. No, honestly, my favorite Fantastic Four character is the Thing.
Ah, that's fair. And yeah, Inhuman. I loved
Oh, and Reed. Like depends on the version of Reed. but Reed
Marvel
is really
Inhuman.
I swear, this whole city would fall apart.
I
cool.
should
The
let
humans are cool.
I should let you drop. I should let you crazy. Should I let him die, guys? Just chuck you off this building. Dude, what if you were allowed to chuck people off? That would be so messed up. Like you just chuck people off the building.
Honestly, you know, this could have been a choice. And like, you ever played Spider-Man: Web of Shadows?
Yeah.
That could have been like a choice they should have done. Like, you get to murder civilians, get some more symbiote points. I remember fighting Wolverine as Black Spider-Man. Oh my god, bro! Just the fact that Peter is strong enough with the symbiote to fucking rip Wolverine in half.
Did I just say
It's like adamantite body, so yeah, it's like yeah.
Like, that man had to rip a skeleton made of adamantium, like
Adamantite,
coated in it in
yeah.
half. It's fucking nuts.
But yeah.
Also, who do you think is Peter's best love interest? Like,
Gwen
Stacy?
Stacy.
Do you think Gwen Stacy?
Black Cat, I'm torn on because I do think they have.
I like Felicia.
I think Black Cat has like the best chemistry, but I love him and Gwen. Mary Jane's fine, like I said, Mary Jane's fine, but you know what? I'll flip flop between Gwen Stacy and Black Cat. I flip flop because I love their chemistry.
I always find Mary Jane. Whenever Peter
well,
is with Mary Jane in the comics, he's always suffering.
But that's kind of like what his thing though. That's kind of.
I know,
He
but I
needs
feel
to
like he suffers more so with Mary Jane than say with Gwen Stacy or Felicia. Felicia, he never
Oh,
suffers with Felicia.
Gwen's fine. He just snapped her in place. It's fine.
Yo, I swear to God, literally in the most recent comic run.
But I think with
fucking-
Black Cat, it's
what-
like at least with Black Cat, like you gotta worry about all that shit. Like she has, unless it's like you're dealing with like Spider Gwen. But Black Cat, she already has her abilities. She can take care of herself. She's a big girl.
Yeah, but just with fucking Mary Jane in the most recent like comic storyline right now, she gets fucking kidnapped by some random fucking dude. And then she gets fucking, then Peter goes to rescue her. He gets forcefully sent back to his, like, home dimension, right? And Mary Jane just stuck in there with her fucking kidnapper. Peter spends the entire comic run trying to get back to her, like, asking everyone for help from, like, Reed, from fucking everyone. He finds her, and guess what? She ended up fucking and having kids with the guy who kidnapped her. She literally fucked the person she had Stockholm Syndrome with.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't like the current
Yes,
comic.
it was a kidnapper, essentially. I know
current
it was just a
writing.
random dude, but he essentially kidnapped her.
So he got cucked, basically. Like again, the current writing for Spider-Man is ass. So they're focusing all their attention on fucking you know who.
Peter's essentially getting fucked. Bro, they didn't learn their lesson with fucking Norman Osborn and Gwen Stacy. They didn't learn their lesson. Now we're back to this shit.
Yeah. That's why
Like,
I don't
God,
like current. I
yeah,
don't like the
Peter
current
just got
Marvel. I don't like the current Marvel comics because they're ass. I love this one because we can actually snap them in half. He just chuck. Oh, yeah, I was just saying, what if you could chuck people off? Venom could chuck people off, and we eat children. And look, oh look, there's a child. You're not gonna eat that child, are you? Yes, right now.
Dude, this is a game that made me want playable Venom in like the new Insomniac. We
Oh,
need
yeah.
playable Venom again.
Because it's so fun playing as Venom.
It's just like you feel like
I feel like the
you
Hulk.
ever played that Hulk Ultimate Destruction game?
Yes, I feel like the
or
Hulk.
Incre-
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Like-
the Incredible Hulk game. It's like you just love having these power trips where you can be this big hulking dude chucking
Ah!
and eating them.
Look at that. Make. Yeah. Who else wants some? Dude, I love Electro in this game. Electro is so good in this game. Hey, get your. How do I do the backbreaking ability? There it is. Crunch. That's so messed up. Oh. Like he freaking breaks their back. It's like, oh, it's so good.
Man, I keep praying. Like I maybe it's like an extra mode towards the end of Insomniac 2, like Spider-Man. But please give us playable Venom. Like I need to hear fucking like I think it's Tony Todd from Venom, but I need to just hear his fucking voice anytime he's like snapping people in half.
Oh, this Wolverine's bike, man. Man, screw his bike.
Wolverine's bike? Yeah, fuck that bike.
Like. And we were like, dude, that was my damn bike.
Oh, dude, that's another thing I'm waiting for, the Insomniac Wolverine game. I cannot wait. Like an open world Wolverine game.
I'm not gonna lie, if I
That's
had
like-
the Venom symbiote suit, I'd probably be a menace. Hong.
And I hope to God they have Steve Bloom playing Wolverine.
Oh yeah. What's up, bro? What's up? You wanna play these games? I can't. Yeah, what of it? What of it? I smashed your bike. What of it?
Go for 10!
Hey, we got a dono. Oh, wow. Thank you for the $70 there, Twins Tails. I appreciate that. Thank you. On Goku Day, too.
Thanks for the donation.
That helps, yeah. Thank you. He did say he was going to, but I appreciate it. Come here. Come here. Come. Ow. Ow. Hey, bro.
And when it comes to decent superhero games, there's really not much out lately.
Son of a. I love Spider Carnage, though, in this game. I always love Spider Carnage. The most psychotic version of Spider-Man.
I just love how you can chuck Wolverine and you see him ragdolling through the air.
I love the ragdoll physics. You can get ragdoll as well. Hey, come here. Hey, get your bitch out of here. Hey, come here. Yeet. You can't handle my yeet ability. You know what? You know what? Get yeeted. Yeet. Watch this. Bap. Oh, this game's so good, yeah. And now, Spider-Man. Oh yeah, I definitely feel a lot better. You guys have definitely been helping me a lot. I still need to lay down in bed though.
Alright.
Yeah, I think this is a
went
good
up
stopping
there.
point, too.
I'm gonna have that out.
Yeah, see, we went at 3 hours, so I think that this is a good stopping point, guys. This was fun for Goku Day. I didn't put out a comic dub though, but we did have a nice little chat with you guys. No one I want to send you guys to really. But yeah, we're gonna cut it here, guys. This was fun. Thank you guys so much on Goku Day. You guys have made me feel a lot better at least, cause God, I still feel sick as all hell, but This was a good distraction. I'm gonna lay down in bed for now. Next stream, I'm gonna try and see if I can come up with something more creative. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys very soon, and stay golden. Take care of yourselves, guys.